The Georgia High School Association and WatchBCSports.com bring you the semifinals of the State 4A playoffs, where tonight Benedictine has traveled here to Stockbridge to take on the Tigers of Stockbridge High School. Captains walking out on the field here for BC. We'll have the coin toss coming up here in just a little moment. But a beautiful night for football here in Stockbridge. Kind of overcast, but no rain at the moment. And I don't believe we're scheduled to get very much if it is going to rain. So forecast looks good here tonight in Stockbridge. Of course, these two teams met a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago now, back in round number 3 last year. BC won that game en route to their back-to-back state championship from a season ago. So Cadets got the captains coming out there decked out in all white tonight, white pants and white tops with the maroon numbers and a stripe up the pants. And they've gone with the all maroon helmets. Of course, a lot of folks talked about the gray helmets chipping off last week a little bit. And so they go with the maroon, the classic look here for BC. Stockbridge walking out. They have the orange pants with the green stripe up the side, trimmed up in white, and the green tops with orange letters and that white trim as well. Their helmets are white with the S on the side, half orange, half green. If you're familiar with Miami, very similar look to what you get there with the U. So they've got the captains out. Captains for BC will be Houston Jackson, Bryce Baker, Luke Cromenhawk, and Talon Waddell for BC. And they walk out towards midfield to take the coin toss. So a good matchup again tonight. Just 2 losses for Stockbridge. They lost their first 2 against some great competition. I believe their 2 losses are against teams who are still playing here in the state playoffs. BC coming in at 13-0 and a perfect record here in 2023. So the captain's out there at midfield, handshakes all around. And once we get this decided, we'll be good to go here for a semifinal matchup tonight here at Stockbridge. And again, artificial turf here tonight for the ball game, and a good crowd for BC across the way has made the trip up from Savannah. So congratulations, or thanks, I should say, go out to the BC Athletic Association, coming up with some fan buses, helping folks get up here on the long ride. Not so much the way up, but more importantly, that ride back, get the wee hours of the morning when the Cadets and some of their faithful will be getting back to the Savannah area. So we're glad to have you along here on this Friday night for another round of high school football. The coin toss is done. It looks like Stockbridge has won the toss, and they're going to take the football. They're going to put BC on defense first, which may have been interesting to see if BC had won if they had defense out there and like to take the ball coming out of the locker room. So the Cadets will kick it off right to left to get things started. BC captains running back towards their teammates to get ready to run out here onto the football field, and we'll be ready to go. And again, the winner will play on Tuesday, December the 12th in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So again, I'm going to get a little bit more than a week off, whoever wins this game. So it will be December 12th, the 4A state championship game in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So that kind of mark that down, but a little work to be done before you get there at this point. Both teams getting ready to run out here on the field. Again, nice ride up here for the Cadets this afternoon. Kind of ahead of schedule most of the day, and a nice relaxing ride up here to the just south of Atlanta area. And again, if you're looking at Stockbridge tonight, they're going to kind of try to spread you out. What we've seen a couple of times from some teams this year, great quarterback, left-handed senior Kobe Tompkins, can run, can tuck it. And again, when you get spread out and you leave lanes open, we've seen it last couple of weeks. North Oconee had some opportunities there where the quarterback could tuck it and run it, could cause you some problems. So we'll see how the BC defense handles that early as they get out there as well. And again, saw some recruiting news. We get down there in that time of the year. Third Scroggins, another offer in the last handful of days. Picked up one from Cincinnati, I believe, yesterday. So congratulations to Third. Starting to see the offers pile in there for that young man who's had a tremendous season. The Cadets running out on the field. Again, to a nice contingent across the way. Stockbridge just come out here to the near side. One little blind spot for us here in the press box is right at midfield, unfortunately. They have a tent right there and kind of between the 46 and the 46. If it's a play here on the near sideline, it's going to be tough. You just can't see. So we'll have to watch the officials to see if they get out of bounds. Outside of that, wonderful facility here at Stockbridge. And again, a great night for football. A little warmer than it was last year. If you made the trip last year, it was overcast, hazy, rainy, misty, and probably a good 10 degrees cooler than it is right now here at kickoff. Right now, no rain. It was overcast, but no rain at the moment. And don't think we really expect much. So BC's out there on the field. It will be Connor Ferguson to kick it off from right to left. Stockbridge will send a couple of men back deep. Ryan Johnson. Nope, we'll double check that. Looks like it will be Kevin Connick and trying to see who's over there on the far sideline. And here is Ferguson. He'll drive it up the left side, and that's going to be into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And again, talked to Danny Britt earlier this week on the Danny Britt Show. He said Connor struggled a little bit with the kickoffs last week. They fixed something mechanically, and no signs of anything wrong with that one. That was about 5-6 yards deep into the end zone. So 1st and 10 out to the 20 for Stockbridge, and they are led onto the field by their quarterback, Kobe Tompkins. 6 foot, 185-pounder. Again, going to throw it from the left side. And they will start out in a shotgun. Trips out to the left here for Stockbridge. Nobody here to the near side. And again, they've got a wonderful running back, Duke Scott, 5'10", committed to NC State. And he will be offset of Tompkins here to get things started. They'll give it to Scott straight ahead. BC going to stack him up. Got to bring him down, and they do. No gain. Maybe a yard on the spot. Inside of that defensive line, Cam Cody, Tank Thomas.
For the Tigers.
Moving the line of scrimmage there. So it'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 21. They'll even out the set with receivers, twins to either side. Snap, drop, pick back up. They're going to throw the screen underneath and incomplete. Larson Little maybe had a chance to get a hand on it, but it'll be 3rd down and 9. That was kind of a tough play right off the jumps. Quarterback dropped the football, and that allowed BC to kind of snuff out the screen there. It'll be 3rd down. Near side, one receiver up top. Cadets look like they might be bringing some pressure. Wilkes Albert stepping up in there. Now they'll back out. Here's the snap. Tompkins looking. Got somebody over the middle, and it's caught inside that zone and brought down out at the 42. Makai Williams with the tackle. And they just dropped it right there in the zone. Caught by Jaden Howard. So the ball, they're going to mark it out at the 43, 1st and 10. Kind of an offset pistol look. Here's the snap to Scott. Straight ahead. BC there. Reads it well. Who's that on the bottom of the stack? Makai Williams. Larson Little. Wilkes Albert in there on the stop as well. No gain. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
The defensive line hold the Tigers to a no gainer. 2nd down.
10:45 and rolling here in the first. Just underway here from Stockbridge. Now Stockbridge will pack everybody in tight. Trips out there. They'll run a quarterback keeper off the left side. Tompkins still on his feet. Brought down. He'll get out across the 45. That was Bubba Frazier with the tackle. Out towards the 47-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 6. They need the BC 47-yard line to get a 1st down. So another big 3rd down play upcoming here for the Cadets. Again, no huddle for Stockbridge. Scott will be to the left of Tompkins. Trips to the right. One receiver soloed up top. Here's the snap. Tompkins. And what do we have? Flag comes off the near sideline here.
We have flags.
And it'll be a false start against Stockbridge, so that'll back him up 5 yards. And that'll put him behind the sticks, make it 3rd and 11. At the 42-yard line of Stockbridge. 10:02 to go here in the first.
The ball is pushed back to the 43-yard line.
Just underway, no score. Big 3rd down here for this Cadet defense. Here's the snap. They'll throw it underneath. This is caught. A little wide receiver screen it out here to the near side. Still on his feet and finally brought down by Makai Williams. Zach Maxwell hit him first. It was caught by Jaden Howard. And Stockbridge going to have to punt the football.
Kyle Williams on the tackle. Brings up 4th down.
And it will be punted away. It'll be off the foot of like Jordan Wilson.
Kyle Williams back to receive the punt for the Cadets.
So Makai Williams stands back at the 22. The snap to Wilson's a good one. And he gets off a high wobbly punt that's going to hit at the 25 out of bounds. You actually see where they walk this thing up. 27-yard line, so give them a couple extra yards up the field. So BC will take over 1st and 10 from their own 27, first possession of the ball game for the Cadets.
From their very own 26-yard line.
And again, we're glad you're with us here on WatchBCSports.com. Again, NFHS has the rights to the video here in the semifinals, so that's why we are unable to show that to you here tonight. But we are glad you're listening along wherever you may be here on this Friday. Luke Cromenhawk leads the offense out here for the Cadets. He's got Nasir Samuel offset behind him. They'll give it to Nas. Nas will work right side. He'll lean ahead, maybe 2 out towards the 29 before he's wrapped up and brought down. So make it 2nd down and 8 here for the Cadets. Trips up top. One receiver here to the bottom. Nasir Samuel to the right of Cromenhawk. Luke, straight drop. Got some pressure in his face. Avoids it. He'll step up in the pocket. Out towards the 30 to the 31. And avoided a sack. And they'll mark him back at the 30. So it'll be 3rd down and 7.
A gain of 3. It's going to be 3rd down.
So make it 3rd down and 7. Clock rolls, 8:15 to go here in the first.
3rd down for the Cadets.
Now the Cadets will put 3 receivers out to the right. They'll motion a man across the formation. Here's Luke on a snap. Looking, rolls to his right. Luke still looking, finds a man underneath. It's caught, and out of bounds is Bubba Frazier. About a yard beyond the sticks at the 39. And it'll be a 1st down for the Cadets. That time, Luke just rolled out, directed Bubba where he wanted him to go. And Bubba sat down right there by the sideline, caught it for 1st down. Same formation here for BC on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Luke, little quick wide receiver screen that's going to be caught. That is LaDon Bryant, and that's a 1st down, and he is out of bounds into Stockbridge territory at the 47. So give him a gain of 15 on that pitch and catch from Luke Cromenhawk.
15 for the Cadets. Entering the Tiger territory.
And BC's got the ball on the move.
7-yard line, 1st and 10.
They'll bring in a tight end. That's John Lilly on the right side. They'll put trip receivers here to the left. Nobody to the right. Nasir Samuel offset Luke Cromenhawk. Now they'll move Nas out into the formation. Luke power run off to the right side. He'll try to tuck it and turn the corner. Lowers the shoulder. He'll drive ahead towards the 45. Give him 2 tough yards off the right side on the design quarterback keeper. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Second down and 8 here for the Cadets. They'll go I formation. They'll put Luke under center. Takes the snap. They'll run the toss sweep. This is Bryce Baker off the right side. Turns the corner, still on his feet, and pushed out of bounds on the far sideline, and he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 36. So move the chains on a Bryce Baker scamper around the right side.
We'll get deep inside the Tiger side of the field. The ball is marked around the 36.
Got Makai Williams coming in at a running back position here. So we're seeing this more and more as the playoffs gone on. Guys starting to play both ways here, especially on the offensive side. They'll motion Bubba Frazier into the slot off the left. Here's the snap to Luke. Kromenok, straight drop. And he'll step up. Now he'll flush to his left. Looking, winds up, throws. Has a man, LaDon Bryant. Good. And hang on. Would have been a heck of a one-handed catch if he brought it in just a little too far. And it'll bring up second down and 10 here for BC just inside 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. First drive of the ball game for BC here. Ball is on the Stockbridge 36. Here's the give inside. Nasir Samuel. Nas going to turn the corner. And a flag comes flying in from across the field. Again, the play went to the right. Flag came flying in here from the near sideline.
Second down. I do see.
Are they going to get BC for a block below the waist? Let's see. Appeared to be the initial sideline warning against Stockbridge.
We got a sideline warning.
So give Nasir Samuel the carry down to the 28-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 2. Clock rolls at 6:50 to go here in the first. Stockbridge playing a 4-man front. They'll put Luke under center. Go to the flex bone look. That old Georgia Southern offense. One receiver out to the left is LaDon Bryant. Inside give. They'll go straight ahead. Nasir Samuel makes a man miss, but I don't know if he quite got enough. Yes, he did. Down to the 26. That should be a first down. And they're going to move the chains.
Cadets hand it off, and they will move the chains. Nasir Samuel on the carry. He will pick up a first down.
So just an inside give there to Nas, and he picks up the first down. Luke out by himself in the backfield. He'll pull it down. He'll run off the left side, and that's going to go nowhere. Took a shot as the Cadets couldn't quite get the corner sealed for him. And it'll be 2nd down and 10.
The Tigers defense, no danger, brings up 2nd down. Ball is on the
BC going to keep the same personnel out there. They'll put trips up to the right. Nasir Samuel to the left of Luke Kromenok. Bubba Frazier, the lone receiver, to Luke's left. Here's the snap. Luke got some pressure coming. Steps up in the pocket, gets it out, and incomplete. Frazier wanted to grab from the back, not going to get it. Good pressure that time by Stockbridge. They brought some pressure late up the middle. And Luke had to get rid of it a little bit earlier than he wanted to. 3rd down and 10. They're on the Stockbridge 26. Let's see what BC elects to do here. Twins up top. And Ack Edwards will step out and play the slot. They'll motion him left to right. And here's the snap to Luke. Look. Luke rolling to his right. He's got a man open, couldn't find him. Now he's going to try to lower the shoulder and get run out of bounds. Back at the 27, he's going to lose one. Boy, Ack had a release there down towards the 20. Luke just couldn't see him. And it's going to be 4th down, and they'll bring on Connor Ferguson to try to cover the rest of this. So Connor Ferguson will come on out of the hold of Houston Jackson. This will be a 44-yard attempt from the right hash. Out of the hold of Houston Jackson. Stockbridge going to come after this one. From the right hash, 44-yarder from Connor Ferguson. The snap is good. The kick, it's got plenty of leg. Is it through there? It is. Good. Connor Ferguson, 44-yarder. Gets the Cadets on the board, and they lead it 3-0. Here early over Stockbridge, 5:33 to go here
5 minutes, 33 seconds.
in the first quarter.
The first quarter.
And BC goes down a nice drive.
Tigers, 0. Ladies and gentlemen, please visit our concession
So the
stand.
Cadets
They're located to the north and south side of the stadium.
take an early lead on a nice drive. Go right down the field, kind of bogged down a little bit as they got a little closer.
You name it.
But a nice early lead here for BC.
Tigers line up to receive it.
So Connor Ferguson tees it up on the 40. And he will kick it from left to right. Good to have you along here on WatchBCSports.com. Stockbridge running someone on late the kick. And Ferguson will put a leg into this one, and it will once again go about 5 yards deep into the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 for Stockbridge.
Smart athletics.
And Cadets did a good job of shoring up the Tigers offense.
TCC Technique, Concrete, and Construction.
And now Kobe Tompkins will bring them out for the Tigers' second possession. They'll go a pistol look. Everybody bunched in tight. And now they'll motion an H-back across the formation. Here's the snap, the counter give to Duke Scott coming off the right side. Closed up a little bit. Wilkes Albert in there to make the tackle out at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 on first down. So make it 2nd down and 4. They'll run a similar formation. One receiver goes farther out there to the left. Now they'll bring him in. That's going to be Howard out of a pistol here for Stockbridge. They'll give it to Scott again. BC closes the gap down. A flag comes in. Arion Guyton, Cam Cody, Tank Thomas in there to slow him up. And let's see if this is on BC or not. And let's see what the call is. Personal foul, face mask against BC. So that'll. And let's see where they drop this down, the 41-yard line.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 from the 41. Here is Tompkins out of a shotgun. Trips to the left for him. One receiver near side. They'll give it to Scott inside again. He breaks through, has the first down and more into BC territory. And he's still on his feet, shook out of another tackle. And up the right side he goes. That's going to be a touchdown. Duke Scott, 59 yards. And about 10 missed tackles there for Benedictine there on defense. And that puts Stockbridge on the board and gives them their first lead of the ball game, 6-3. And they will bring their place kicker on.
The Tigers line up for the extra point.
And the point after touchdown is up, and it is good. 7-3, Stockbridge answers right back. And they take their first lead of the ball game. We are coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
Has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah. Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
Welcome back here to Stockbridge Tigers with a big run from Duke Scott, 59 yards. And they lead at 7-3. .438 to go here in the first quarter. As they will kick it off from left to right. And they will kick it up the right side. It will come down short. This is Rashawn Matthews at the 11. He's out to the 20, 25 at the right side, 30. He's got some blockers set up, 25, 35 out to the 40 and brought down at the 41-yard line. So great field position here for BC.
We'll bring that one all the way back to around the 40.
As they will take over for their second possession of the ball game.
From their very own goal line.
4:30 to go here in the first. Nice drive, first possession for the Cadets. Let's see if they can keep it going once they get down there close to the red zone. A pretty nice defensive front there for Stockbridge. All seniors across the front. Trips to the right, one receiver here to the short side off the left hash. They'll bring in the pressure off the edge. Here's the snap. Kromenhoek reads it well, gets it to Mekhi Williams out to the 45 before he's brought down. So a gain of 4 on first down. And that was a good pickup by Luke. The near side corner came on the pressure and left Mekhi open, and Luke got it to him for a quick 4-yard gain. Back at it, the snap. Here's Luke. They'll fling it out in the flat. It is caught. Bubba Frazier, first down 50, 45, 40. He's got a blocker out in front. 35, 30, cuts back 25. Still on his feet at the 20. Down to the 15. And a big gain on second down there for Bubba Frazier from Luke Kromenhoek. Almost a poor throw there by Luke. And Bubba reached out there and caught it. And they'll have it inside the red zone at the 14. 3:55 to go here in the first. So the Cadets trying to answer here. We've got a couple of tight ends here in the formation to help out Luke with the blocking. Now they motion LaDon Bryant right to left. Here's the snap, inside give. This is Bryce Baker. He'll bounce outside. He's at the 10. He's at the 5, and that's a touchdown, Bryce Baker. But a flag is out at the 15-yard line. This might come out.
But I do see a flag.
So I think this one might be coming back. And let's see what the official call is. Holding against Benedictine. So that'll put him back at the 25. So that'll back BC up
Number on the hole.
as they walk it back. To the 24-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 20 here for BC. They'll keep the two tight ends in. Twin receivers here to the near side. They give it to Bryce Baker. Stockbridge read it well. Couldn't get Bryce down. Still on his feet. Up towards the 20, 15, down to the 10-yard line. Boy, they had Bryce bottled up back at the 27-yard line, and that's what Bryce does, and he made a huge gain out of it. And down to the 11-yard line. That'll make it second down at about 6.
It's going to be second down.
3:05 and counting here in the first. Cadets will put trips up top. Bubba Frazier to the bottom. Bryce Baker will now motion out to the flat to the right of Luke. They'll flare it out to Bryce, and Stockbridge reads it well. He'll be brought down back at the 15. And that'll make it 3rd and 11. Yeah, Tigers read that one well. And BC didn't block it well on the perimeter either, but Stockbridge was crashing down on Bryce that time. And he was hit almost as soon as he caught the football. 2:35 to go here in the first. It'll bring up 3rd down and 11. Cadets can get a first down at the 4. Here's the snap. Luke looking. He'll sling it. Has a man. Bubba Frazier caught. Touchdown. Back in the end zone, running a slant over the middle. And a 15-yard hookup from Luke Kromenhoek to Bubba Frazier. And BC takes the lead right back with 2:19 to go here in the first. And they will trot on Connor Ferguson to cover the rest of it.
That's what he said first there. Yeah, I know it.
And the point after touchdown from Connor Ferguson is up, and it is right through there and good. 10-7. Cadets take the lead right back. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the Shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com. When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life...
Welcome back here to Stockbridge. Cadets go 59 yards on their own over that drive, capping a 15-yard pitch and catch to Bubba Frazier from Luke Kromanock, and they lead it 10-7. Kick from Connor Ferguson on the way, and it is in the end zone. Once again, Connor looks much better kicking the ball off here this week for BC, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 for Stockbridge yet again. Last series, 59-yard scamper from Duke Scott. Got Stockbridge on the board. And he stands to the right of Kobe Tompkins. And he'll take the snap. Play action. Tompkins looks to throw out to the far sideline. It's going to be underthrown, incomplete. Was looking for a little comeback route. And underthrew it. I'll make it 2nd down and 10.
Bring up 2nd down and 10.
Again, good to have you along here tonight. Appreciate you listening along on WatchBCSports.com. Semi-final game here in 4A. Trips here to the right for Stockbridge. Nobody out left. Tompkins, straight drop. Look, he's got all kinds of time. Throws it underneath, hit immediately. And Wilkes Albert going to stop the forward progress out to Jaden Howard. And they'll give him forward progress out to the 24 to be 3rd down and 6. Clock now rolls inside. 2 minutes to go here in the first. So 3rd and 6. Stockbridge will put twins to either side. Duke Scott stands to the right of Tompkins. Cadets with just a 4-man front. The snap. Tompkins looking, got some time, all kinds of time. Now throws over the middle, and it is incomplete. Luke Kromanock there in the coverage. He was looking for a receiver over the middle, Jordan Mack, and it's incomplete, and Stockbridge going to have to punt the football. So the Tigers will trot on their kicker, Jordan Wilson. And Cadets will put double safeties back at their own 46. That's Makai Williams, and I believe Rashawn Matthews is the other one. Here's a nice high hanging punt. It's going to be fair. Caught at the 44 of BC. That was Rashawn Matthews with the fair catch out at the 44. A minute 24 to go here in the first quarter. So more great field position here for BC here in the first quarter. And so far offensively, they've looked pretty comfortable most of the night. As we're waiting for the offense to come out here. And here comes Kromanock and the Cadets.
The Tigers will have it. The Cadets will have it. 1st and 10.
Cadets will put trips up top. One receiver here to the near side. And now they'll motion a man out here to the left, Kromanock. He'll throw it short and too high. I don't think it was that Rashawn Matthews. I don't think he was expecting the pass to come his way. Luke threw a bullet over there, a little high maybe, and Rashawn just couldn't hang on. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Clock stops at a minute 19. here in the first. Now twins either side. Nasir Samuel to the right of Luke. Luke on a straight drop. Looking, he'll step up in the pocket, and he'll be brought down for no gain. Not going to go down as a sack, but the pocket just collapsed around him. Might have been a design kind of quarterback draw. But it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 here, a minute rolling in the first. So let's see what A.J. DePhillips dials up here for the Cadets here on 3rd down and 10. Need to get to the Stockbridge 46. They work from the BC 44-yard line. They'll motion out Nasir Samuel. Here's this, and a flag comes in. I think this is going to be a false start against BC, and it is. That was Jacoby Ward out there at right tackle. I think flinching a little early. So that'll back it up. It'll be 3rd and 15. 38 seconds to go here in the first. Cadets will stay in that same formation. And now they'll motion out Nas to the right again. Empty backfield for Kromenhoek. Luke looking all kinds of time. Going to wind up, throw it out short. I think the ball was tipped, and it was. And that'll make it 4th down. Cadets are going to have to punt the football. Had a man running underneath. Would have been short of the 1st down had he caught it anyway. He would have had to make a couple of moves there. So Cadets going to have to punt the football. So Jaden Howard back deep for Stockbridge. Connor Ferguson going to punt it from his own 25. So, high snap over Connor's head. Connor's going to fall down on it at the 20. Boy, he had some time to pick it up, maybe kick it again. But did the smart thing and fell on it. You just don't know once it goes over your head who's coming behind you. I think if Connor picks it up, he has a chance to just let it rip and get somewhere, but fell on it at the 20. So now Stockbridge in great field position here from the BC 20. One of the few bad snaps we've seen really all season out of this BC special teams. 17 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And maybe a costly mistake there from the Cadets. Here's Tompkins out of a shotgun. He'll give it to Scott off the right side. There's a hole there, 15, down to the 10, and he'll be brought down at the 9-yard line. And that should be a 1st down for Stockbridge. You hear the Stockbridge fans saying Duke for Duke Scott. And clock should run. I think Stockbridge might be content to take this thing to the second quarter, and they are. So 12 minutes. 12 minutes are gone here in Stockbridge. BC leads it 10-7. But the Tigers are right there on the doorstep. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes. You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest...
Have I prepared enough? There'll be unexpected turns. When things get tough, I need to stick to the game plan. No regrets. I'm ready. Are you? Get ready. Contact Abel's Iron Moore & Associates today and see why they are different. Because nobody ever wishes they'd saved less for retirement.
Welcome back here to Stockbridge. It'll be 1st and goal for the Tigers, just inside the 10 as we start the second quarter. Here is Tompkins, a little delayed QB keeper. He'll go straight ahead, and he will runs right there. Is he short? No signal as of yet. There is a touchdown. He kind of fell right there at the line, and I think the officials were making sure, but there's a touchdown, and Stockbridge going to take the lead right back. So the first mistake costly there for BC. Yeah, we talk about that all the time. The team that makes the least mistakes going to be in a good shape. And here's the point after from Stockbridge, and it is up there and good. So 14-10, Stockbridge leads BC early here in the second quarter. And we're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah. Bowtie Barbecue.
Welcome back here to Stockbridge. 14-10. The Tigers lead Benedictine. Cadets with a botched punt, or a bad snap, I should say. And that gave Stockbridge a really short field. And they took advantage of it. They lead it 14-10. So can't afford to do that if you are the Cadets. So now Stockbridge ready to kick it off. Cadets have a couple of men back deep. Rashawn Matthews and Makai Williams, I believe. Nope, Bryce Baker going to be back there. So Cadets, again, have done a good job at answering all season long. They got an answer here again. Here's the kick. Up the left side, this is Nasir Samuel, rather, at the 6. He comes across the 10 at the 15, across the 20, 25, 30. Got a man miss, 35, 40, 45 into 50, 45, 40 up the left sideline. One more man to beat, he does. 30, 25, 15, and shoved out of bounds at the, where are they going to say he stepped out? Back at the, they can't decide where he stepped out. A flag back at the 26 is going to bring this all the way back. Looked like initially one of the officials stepped at the 16. So holding against BC is going to back this thing up. But you saw the speed of Nasir Samuel there. So they'll mark it off from the 25. That should make it 1st and 10 from the 15. So now the Cadets have their work cut out for them. 85 yards from pay dirt here. They trail at 14-10. 11:39 to go here in the first half. Cadets will get the football to start the second half. And now they've got Bryce Baker offset of Luke Cromanaugh. Here's the snap. Luke looking. He'll throw it short underneath. It is caught up the left side. 20. There's a first down to the 30. 35 and shoved out of bounds. Who was that? Makai Williams, I believe, with the reception. And it was. And see where they mark this football. We'll say he stepped out at the 34-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the BC 34. Bryce Baker to the right of Luke Cromanaugh. One receiver up top, trips to the right. They're spreading out Stockbridge. They'll walk a linebacker up off the edge. They'll motion Bryce Baker out to the left. Here's the snap. Luke's got some pressure, had to get rid of it. Throws it up, and there's some pass interference. They just shoved Bryce Baker trying to run the wheel route. And that'll be a first down. And that one was pretty easy to call there.
I see flags.
And depending on your perspective, maybe a smart play by Stockbridge because Bryce Baker was going to have him beat up the sideline.
I see flags.
And holding against Stockbridge. And they'll mark it off all the way up to the 49. That'll be a first down here for BC. Or excuse me, the 44-yard line, excuse me. So 1st and 10 here for BC with 11:26 to go in quarter number 2. That's trying to get lined up here. Now they're ready. Empty backfield here for Luke Crowenock. They motion Bryce across the formation. Here's the snap. Luke looking all kinds of time. Now he's going to tuck it and run here to the right side. Luke's going to try to turn the corner, and he gets high load there at the 47, 48-yard line, but give Luke a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
For 17, with a quarterback keeper, and he will pick up about
And so that time Luke just made the decision to tuck it and go. Cadets will stack everybody here to the short side. One receiver way up top of the formation. It's man coverage up there. Now they'll put Ack Edwards over there with him. Inside give. This is Bryce Baker back to the left. Bryce still on his feet. He'll get across midfield. Or they'll say they wrapped him up right there at midfield. It'll be 3rd down.
on 2nd down.
And about 4. They need a 46 for a 1st down. Clock rolls inside 10.5 to go. Let's see what A.J. DePhillips dials up here. Again, offensively, they've had a pretty nice game plan thus far. They'll put trips to the right, empty backfield for Luke here on 3rd down. Now what do we have? Timeout Stockbridge. They want to talk it over and commiserate here on 3rd down. We'll step aside right here on WatchBCSports.com.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the Shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Welcome back here to Stockbridge. 3rd down and 4 for the Cadets coming out of this timeout. They are right at the midfield stripe. They need a 46 of the Tigers to keep this drive going. Here's Luke. He'll take the snap. Looking. Still lots of time. Now he'll throw it over the middle. Has a man. It's caught. Bubba Frazier at the 35. Shakes him in at the 30. At the 25. And brought down. Cutting back inside at the 22-yard line. That'll be a 1st down on a nice pitch and catch from Crowenock to Bubba Frazier. Keep the chains moving. And the drive alive here for BC. Give that offensive front all kinds of credit. Luke had all day to make all the reads. Now Bryce is going to be in here. It's going to be a wildcat formation. Luke's out at a wide receiver spot up to the top of the formation. Bryce will take the snap. He'll go off to the right side, try to turn the corner, and he'll go at the 20, stutter step at the 15, and be drugged down inside the 15 at the 11. And that's going to be right at the sticks. Is that a 1st down? Yes, they're going to move the chains. It'll be a 1st and 10. So Cadets can get a 1st down at the 1. And they're going to run this formation again. Trips up top. Cadets are trying to figure out what they want to do here. They got quads to the left, one to the short side. Here's Bryce Baker out of a wildcat. He takes the snap, and a flag comes flying in. Stockbridge says this is against BC. False start against the Cadets is the signal. And that time, you can probably blame that on a number of things. Cadets weren't lined up, I don't think, the way they wanted to be. Some confusion on the formation. And it cost them 5 yards. So the ball goes outside the 15 to the 16. And now Luke will come back down to the quarterback spot. Trips up top Bryce Baker to the left of Luke. LaDon Bryant, bottom of the formation. Here's the snap. Luke, they'll give it to Bryce. He'll go straight ahead. Stockbridge read that well. And play will be blown dead. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. And that'll make it second down. Again, they can get a first down just at the 1 yard line. They'll officially mark it a 1 yard loss back to the 17. So second down here for the Cadets. Empty backfield now for Luke. Cromenhawk looking. Gonna pump. Throw it to the back corner of the end zone. Has a man. Couldn't hang on. Flag in the end zone. Pass interference against Stockbridge. Looked like they were holding. Who was that? Makai Williams back over there in the corner. And that'll keep the drive alive here for BC. Yeah, pass interference against Stockbridge. 9 minutes straight up to go here in the second. And now let's see where they place the ball. I think it should be half the distance. They'll mark it down at the 9.
Second down and goal from their 9.
So it'll be second down again. They can get a first down at the 1. Twins either side. Bryce Baker to the left of Luke Cromenhawk. Now they put Houston Jackson out to the left. Here's the snap. Luke looking. Going to wind up, and he'll get sacked. Did the ball come out? Yes, it did. Stockbridge comes up with it. Luke fumbled the football back at the 17. And Stockbridge will take over, so a tough end to that drive. And just held on to the football maybe a shade too long. And when he got hit, coughed up. And Luke, I think, a little hobbled over there. They're taking a look at him on the far sideline. Maybe a little anxious in the offense. We'll see. I don't know. So we'll see if that affects anything next time out here for the Cadets on offense. BC's defense got to rise to the occasion. 8:50 to go before the half. And now what happens? And now I think that's going to be against Stockbridge most likely.
I'm sorry. Let's let the referees tell us what's went wrong.
Let's see what they are having a long discussion back here at the 10. And we still haven't got an indication as to what it is. If it was as simple as a false start or something, I don't know if they'd be having this long a discussion, but let's see. Yeah, false start against Stockbridge. So that'll back them up. And that should put them at the 12. It'll be 1st and 15.
Back to the 11-yard line.
So it'll be first down once again.
And 15. 8 minutes, 50 seconds in the first half.
So the BC defense back out there here again. Here's the snap to Tompkins again, the lefty quarterback. He will keep it himself, try to break down against third Scroggins, and third there to wrap him up. And maybe a yard on the play. And that time he tried to break it down against third, and third wasn't having it and wrapped him up. So it'll be second down, maybe a yard on the play. It'll be second down at 14.
Second down, Tigers.
Stockbridge will split them out, twins to either side. Scott to the right of Tompkins. And Scott, the NC State commit. Here's the snap. Tompkins looking. He'll roll it out here to the near side. Third had him, couldn't get him then. He was brought down. Big Cam Cody put the mitts on him. Wilkes Albert there to help clean it up back at the 10. So a big sack. Ain't a snack maybe. there for the Cadet defense. Clock rolls inside 8 minutes, 3rd and 14. And this has been an interesting down and distance here for the Cadets this year. 3rd and long, and they've not been able to get off the field. And a lot of situations, we've seen 3rd and 20s, 3rd and 25s converted here against this BC defense. Let's see if they can get off the field here. Everybody kind of in tight. Here's Tompkins. He'll give it to Scott off the right side. Scott with a big hole, and they miss another tackle. He goes right up to the 30, 35, 40. It's a foot race down the middle of the field, 45, 40, 35, 30, 20, 10, and touchdown. No sooner than you said it. 3rd down and 17. Duke Scott. And 2 Tigers stay way back here at the other end. There might have been a hold. So this one might be coming back. Boy, no sooner did I say the Cadets struggle on 3rd and long than they just gave up an 87-yard scoot. But let's hold on. We got a couple of Tigers way back here at the 15-yard line. And they're going to say it's a touchdown. So Duke Scott with a 59-yarder and an 87-yarder to his credit tonight. He just went right up the middle. Well, that took all day to determine if that was going to stand or not. They're going to assess. There's a penalty against Stockbridge that's going to be assessed on the kickoff. And now the point after. And apparently that was a second sideline warning, and the point after touchdown is up, and it is through 21-10. Stockbridge out in front. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
Do you have what it takes to be the next all-star QB? Drop in the bucket. Nothing but net. That's right. Show your swagger. Grab your friends or play yourself at the beach, tailgating, anywhere. Test your skills. Take the challenge and see if you're the next all-star QB. Available in select sporting goods stores and at allstarqb.com. Do you have what it takes to be the next all-star QB? Drop it.
Welcome back here to Stockbridge. Got some clarification from the officials up here in the booth. It was a second sideline warning against Stockbridge. So the 5-yard penalty is going to be marked off. So the ball is going to be placed at the 25 of Stockbridge. So 21-10 our score. 7:19 to go here in the second quarter. And we're trying to determine if it was sideline interference, if the official ran into somebody on the sideline, which would cause the penalty, or if it was just, because this is a 15-yarder they marked off here on the kickoff. And they're having discussion. Now they're good. So the Tigers going to kick this one off from their own 25. A couple of BC defenders at their own 20. So here's the kick. It'll be short. Comes down at the 25. Picked up by Nasir Samuel, 30. 35, he comes straight ahead, 40. Jumps over man at the 45 and brought down at the 46-yard line. And that's where BC will take over 1st and 10. Let's see if Luke comes back out here to lead the offense. As again, they're taking a look at him over on the far sideline. They were putting some, I guess, some fresh wrap over there. I'm trying to see if he comes out of the huddle here. He does. So he'll lead the drive here. He fumbled last time. So a couple of costly mistakes here for BC. And again, 3rd and long, and a huge play given up. Twins either side, empty backfield here for Luke Kromenhawk. He'll take the snap, give it to Bubba Frazier on a jet sweep here to the near side. Bubba can't get the corner turned, and he'll be brought down at the 46, no gain. And a good job by Stockbridge that time, just pushing that thing to the sideline.
On first down,
and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Not sure we have an official's timeout. I can't see if there's somebody hurt behind the. And not sure what the discussion is about. There we go. Now we're ready, I guess. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Really not sure what the timeout was for. And so 2nd down and 10 here for BC from their own 46. Nasir Samuel to the left of Luke. Trips bunched up close, in tight. Now they'll put Bubba Frazier out. Here's the snap. Luke looking. Got some time, and he's sacked. And that time the pocket just collapsed around Luke Kromenhawk, and he's going to go down back at the 38-yard line. And Luke comes up hobbling again a little bit. And they're going to take him out. They're going to put Stephen Cannon in the ball game. And I don't know if Luke can just doesn't have the mobility right now. So they got Stephen Cannon in here. Here on 3rd down and 20. So he'll take the snap, a little counter give inside. This is going to be Nasir Samuel. He'll get across the 50 and into Stockbridge territory before he's brought down at the Stockbridge 47-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 3. Cadets need the 44-yard line. And now what do we have? Timeout, Stockbridge, with 5:39 to go here in the 3rd. So let's see what the Cadets decide to do. So we'll see what Luke's getting some attention over there on the far sideline. And so that's put the ball game here on the shoulders, at least at the moment, of Stephen Cannon. Sophomore quarterback, seen a little bit of action this year. In some of the blowouts, had 3 touchdown passes against the Islands. And so now if you're A.J. DePhillips, it's just a matter of where's he at playbook-wise in terms of reps and practice and things of that nature, and would he feel comfortable with him running here at this point? And let's see if the Cadets go for this on 4th and 3. They're not going to. They're going to punt the football. Connor Ferguson at his own 40. And somebody moved for BC up the right side. So that'll back it up 5 yards. Not sure who that was that moved off the right side there. But that'll back it up. It'll make it 4th and 9, and now it's really a no-brainer to punt the football. 4th and 8, actually. So Connor Ferguson, better snap this time. Hangs a high punt up there. Fair catch called for at the 15-yard line. And hauled in by Jaden Howard. And that's where Stockbridge will take over. 1st down and 10. And so if you're BC, you kind of had a couple of turns of bad luck here. A bad snap on the punt gave Stockbridge great field position. And then a sack of Luke Kromenhawk turned it over. And then on 3rd and 15, you give up a huge run by Duke Scott. Scott's to the right this time of Tompkins. They'll give it to him off the right side, and Tank Thomas, Larson Little there to stop him. Maybe a gain of 2 on first down. It'll be second down and 8. Clock rolls at 5:11 to go here in the second quarter. As Tompkins here in the shotgun, he's got Scott offset to his left. BC showing a little pressure. They'll give it to Scott. He'll go up the middle again. And now be dumped by Zach Maxwell out at the 25. He'll be short of a first down. It'll be third down and about 1. Needs the 26 for a first down. And a big play here for this Cadet defense to try to get off the field. 3rd and 1. Trying to get BC leading, and did he get back in? Now they got him. Didn't see who it was. Cadets jumped and just could not get back on sides. And that'll be a free first down here for Stockbridge. 4:30 to go here in the second.
Outside for the Cadets. The Tigers will pick up a first down after that outside. Pushing the ball up to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now for Stockbridge. They'll give it to Scott. Scott off the right side. Cadets there to string it out that time. Larson Little and company. I think Cam Cody might have been the first to get around the legs there, along with, looks like Bubba Frazier getting up off the pile. They'll give him a couple of yards. And now we have an official's timeout. And I think they're going to make sure Stockbridge has to sub a guy off who was injured. So now it'll be second down and about 7. With 4:03 to go here before the half. BC showing some pressure here with 5 men up on the line of scrimmage. They'll run Scott up the middle, and that's going to go nowhere. Cam Cody, Tank Thomas closed down the middle. Maybe a yard on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 6. So they've had some trouble slowing down Duke Scott tonight. And again, Stockbridge, very deliberate with their offense. So here's 3rd and 6. Here's the snap. Tompkins. Some pressure coming off the edge. Can BC get their nose and let one go up the middle? And it is incomplete. Thrown out in front. The pass was intended for number 12. And he was looking for Kevin Connix, but it's going to be incomplete. And now on 4th down, Stockbridge going to have to punt the football. And it'll be Jordan Wilson on to punt it. Double safeties back here for BC. 3:08 to go. And a score here would be nice for the Cadets. A low line driving punt going to be caught, and fair caught at the 34-yard line by Mekhi Williams. So all 3 timeouts here for BC. I believe you're going to have Stephen Cannon still in there at quarterback. And Luke Kromenhoek, you can see him across the way, still up on the training table over there. He's got his leg up. And he took a couple of big hits there when the pocket collapsed. And if you're the Cadets, you'd like to get points of some kind, you're going to get the ball to start the second half. And we've seen this scenario a number of times from BC this year. You can put some points up before the half. Here's the snap. Cannon looking. He's going to throw it underneath and behind Bubba Frazier. And that'll make it second down and 10.
Second down, 2 minutes, 57 seconds.
And again, Cannon's got maybe a little longer wind up than Luke does. So here is Cannon out of a shotgun. He'll take it, give it inside, and that's going to be Nasir Sam at the 40, 45, across the 50, and this one's going to be coming back. And now Nasir's down. So things continue to go from bad to worse. And Nasir's walking off. He's dangling one arm off to the side there. It's a holding against BC. So that's going to go against, I think, Ack Edwards.
Marked out from the start of the foul.
So kind of atypical. We've seen a lot of penalties against the Cadets here. In this one, 2:50 to go here before the half. And that's going to back the ball all the way up to the 25. And it'll be second down and 20.
It's going to be second down and 20.
So 4 wide receivers here for Cannon's got a running back to his left. They'll move back across the formation. Pressure comes. He's hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. And nobody picked up the backside blitz. And that was Adam Prince. And Cannon took a shot as he threw it. And it'll be third down and 20. So Bryce Baker in at running back. Cadets have got twins here to the right, one receiver up top. Now he'll flip Bryce to his other side, Will Cannon. Here's the snap. Cannon looking. He's going to wind up, throw it up the right sideline, looking for LaDon Bryan. It is in and out of the hands. LaDon made a move back to the football, but could not hang on, and it's going to be fourth down, and BC going to have to punt the football. Nice throw by Cannon, just going to be a tough catch there for LaDon. And now the next 2.5 minutes here, BC's got to play some good defense and keep Stockbridge out of the end zone. And again, you worry about Luke. He's sitting across the way, still on that training table, no helmet on. And now a high-hanging punt by Ferguson, going to be reeled in at the 35-yard line of Stockbridge. And that's where the Tigers will take over with 2:25 to go here before the half. 21-10, Stockbridge our score. Again, Duke Scott, 2 really long touchdown runs here for Stockbridge in the first half. And again, Stockbridge scored a touchdown off a poor punt, turned that Luke Kromenhoek fumble into a 87-yard touchdown run from Duke Scott. So it's been a couple of busted assignments defensively and a turnover which led to short field position that has given Stockbridge their 21. So here's Tompkins out of a shotgun. Looking, he'll throw here underneath. Man is caught at the 40, 45. It's going to be a first down before Wilkes Albert brings him down around midfield. I believe that's going to be Ethan Crumsby, the tight end, 6 foot, 235-pounder. Just ran a little crossing route underneath, and he was wide open. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Tompkins out of a shotgun. He's looking, got all kinds of time, throwing over the middle, and completed and caught on the backside. It's that kind of night. Caught by Ryan Johnson. It was intended for a man underneath, went through his hands, and then Ryan Johnson was 10 yards behind the play, and he just happened to be there and catch it. That kind of first half here for the Cadets where nothing has gone their way. Again, that was one where you're thinking it's incomplete. And it's going to be second down. Now it's 1st and 10 from the BC 33. And now trips out to the right for Tompkins. He's got an empty backfield. And here's the snap. Tompkins looking. He'll throw it up towards the end zone. Too far, incomplete. He was looking for A receiver there in the back of the end zone. Zach Maxwell in coverage, trying to find Chase Taylor.
Brings up second down. 1 minute, 29 seconds.
A minute 29 to go here before the half. And it'll be second down and 10 here for Stockbridge. Cadets need a momentum play here of some kind. 3-man front for BC. Trips up top for Stockbridge. Here's the snap. Tompkins. A little underneath screen. BC there to read it. Duke Scott, though, makes a man miss to the 30, 25, 20, and shoved out of bounds at the 15 by Wilkes Albert. And again, missed the first tackle, and you can't Duke Scott. He's going to make you pay, and he did. Gets it down to the 16-yard line. It'll be first and 10 here for Stockbridge.
Inside the 20. The ball is on the 16-yard line. 1 minute, 21 seconds.
So clock at minute 21. Tight formation. Couple of tight ends. Jumbo package. Duke Scott in a pistol behind Tompkins. Here's the snap. They'll give it to Scott. He tries to bounce to the left. Cadets there to read it, and third Scroggins will bring him down behind the line. Be second down and 11 upcoming here for Stockbridge. Tigers with one timeout here as the clock continues to roll. Very important if you're BC to keep him out of the end zone here with a minute. A field goal would put you down 2 scores. You're getting the ball to start the second half. So here is Tompkins. He's got Scott to his left. He'll take the snap. Tompkins looking. Got some time, throws it underneath to Scott at the 10, and still on his feet, and shoved out of bounds by Micaiah Williams at the 1 with 33 seconds. And a flag is down, holding against Stockbridge, going to bring this one back. And that was one where the Tigers probably didn't need to do that. It was just a little quick dump out in the flat to Duke Scott. And it'll push the ball back, so a big swing there.
33 seconds left to go in the first half.
And that'll push the ball back to the 27-yard line. So second and 21, 33 seconds to go. Cadets need a defensive stop here. Only one timeout left here for Stockbridge. Here's the snap. Tompkins. Cadets bring pressure. Hit as he throws. Underneath. Incomplete. Larson Little hit him as he threw it. And it'll be third down and 21. And that time Larson Little came through untouched. And put the pressure on Kobe Tompkins. So third and 21 here for this Cadets defense.
29 seconds left to go in the first half.
And not going to say it about third and extremely long here. Trips up top for Tompkins. Duke Scott to the left. Here's the snap. Tompkins looking. He'll step up in the pocket, tuck it down to run, cuts back in the middle of the field, the 15, and slips at the 14. And the Cadets will bring him down there, Arion Guyton. But a gain of about 13 on third and 21. Clock continues to roll with 12, 11, 10 seconds, 7 seconds. And I think he's going to let it run down and call timeout with 2 seconds. And so Stockbridge will use their final timeout. And Thomas Clark will most likely trot on the field goal unit. And again, for as rough as this first half has been for BC, you got to consider this a win. Again, you don't know what Luke Kromenhawk's status is, but he has not got a helmet on across the way. So if he can't go in the second half, that'll be certainly a big loss. And you'll put it on the arm of a sophomore quarterback, Stephen Cannon, who again has had limited playing time. Knows the offense, but just had limited playing time. And you're asking him to come out here in a state semifinal. 2 seconds left to go here before the half. Again, the Cadets looking for a spark here. kind of an atypical first half for them from the penalty standpoint, a couple of turnovers, a special teams miscue. They've been really good at second half adjustments. They're going to have to be tonight here at Stockbridge. This will be a 30-yard field goal from the left hash for Stockbridge with 2 seconds. Here's the snap. The kick is down, and it is in and good right there at the half. And that makes it 24-10 at the half. Stockbridge leading Benedictine. And again, we talked about those halftime adjustments. BC is going to have to make some big ones here as they go to the locker room. Here down by 2 scores. And again, depends on how you want to spin it in the locker room. It's largely your doing. You busted plays on defense, giving them short field with a bad special teams play. Got to get some of that stuff cleaned up if you're going to win this football game here in the second half. But we are at the half. Benedictine trails for one of the few times all season. They trail at 24-10 here over Stockbridge, and you are listening along here on WatchBCSports.com.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
Have I prepared enough? There'll be unexpected turns. When things get tough, I need to stick to the game plan. No regrets. I'm ready. Are you? Get ready. Contact Abel's Iron-On Moore & Associates today and see why they are different. Because nobody ever wishes they'd saved less for retirement.
Back here to the half. Stockbridge 24, Benedictine 10. And a wild football game to this point. BC, again, a lot of penalties, a lot of mistakes for them here in this first half. Giving up a couple of big runs by Duke Scott. Can't do that. Some missed tackles. Can't do that. But again, Duke Scott's got a 59-yard touchdown run, an 87-yard touchdown run tonight, and that 87-yarder was on the 3rd and 15. That's something you just can't have, especially at this stage of the season. So you got some things to clean up there in the locker room. And, of course, the status of Luke Kromenhoek. Took a couple of big hits there in the first half. Did not play the last 5 or 6 minutes either side of the football. And was off the sideline there sitting on the training table. Did not see how he got to the locker room over there, but that's certainly going to be a big key here for the Cadets as they move forward into the second half is can he go? Such a inspirational leader, a 3-year starter for you at quarterback. And, again, you're going to have to find some way to pick up the slack. Again, you've got a very capable backup in Stephen Cannon. Doesn't have a lot of reps under his belt. You're going to need some guys around him to step up and really pick up the slack and help him out, make some plays for them on the offensive side of the ball as well. And here's the thing. If you're BC, you need to come out and put some points on the board because Stockbridge very deliberate on offense, and if it gets late in this game, certainly they're going to want to run the football, grind you down, not give you the ball back. So a lot of things need to happen here for BC, and then one of those nights where atypically not a lot of stuff has gone right for them here to this point. Came down, had a good first drive, kind of stalled out, kicked a field goal, came back their second possession after Stockbridge scored on the long run, put it in the end zone to make it 10-7, and they haven't scored since. Stockbridge has rolled off 3 consecutive scores here in this ball game. So BC, a lot of soul searching there in the locker room. And again, I think that's one thing that has made them so good is that halftime adjustments have been really good all season long. They've been a very good second half team when they've needed to be. And you got a lot of veteran experience, a lot of veteran leadership in that locker room for the cadets here. So I think one of those situations where you lean into that a little bit and you just need something to turn the momentum for you. That was a key stop, I thought, right there before the end of the half to hold them to a field goal. And I think coming out with the ball first, you're going to need to go down and put points on the board. Again, you're only down 2 touchdowns. Certainly not insurmountable odds here for this football team, but it just feels the way this game is going, the way this game is playing out. You need a momentum shifting type play, something to kind of get it back going your direction. And this team has fed off that all season long. But we are at the half. Benedictine is trailing Stockbridge 24-14. We are here on the Bernard Williams halftime report. And again, want to say a big thanks to Bernard Williams Insurance continuing to be with us here on the broadcast and continuing on helping us bring you the halftime report each and every week. We got a little bit more to come here on the Bernard Williams halftime report. Stick with us here on WatchBCSports.com.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at
Do you have what it takes to be the next all-star QB? Drop in the bucket. Nothing but net. That's right. Show your swagger. Grab your friends or play yourself at the beach, tailgating, anywhere. Test your skills. Take the challenge and see if you're the next all-star QB. Available in select sporting goods stores and at allstarqb.com. Do you have what it the honor, the heritage, the tradition of excellence? The home for Benedictine Cadets football is WatchBCSports.com. All the games, play-by-play, and in-depth analysis. Home of the Danny Britt Show. Be a part of the action as your Benedictine Cadets take the field in their quest for yet another championship. On the official home of the Cadets, WatchBCSports.com. And look for us on Facebook and Instagram at WatchBCSports. The honor, the heritage.
Welcome back here to Stockbridge High School. We are at the half, and BC trails 24-14 10 to the Tigers of Stockbridge. Cadets will get the football coming out of the locker room. And again, of more concern, if you're a Cadet fan right now, is the health of Luke Cromenhawk, who again came out of the ball game with, I think, maybe 5-6 minutes left to go there in the second quarter, and he did not return. So don't know if he'll be able to come back in this second half or not, but that is certainly going to be a big factor for this football team as they try to come up with a game plan here to erase this 14-point deficit, which they are currently under here at the half. And again, I think a number of things that have plagued this team all season long have been some of the issues here, but some atypical penalties. I think a lot more than we've normally seen from BC. Some turnovers, fumbles that we haven't normally seen. A special teams mistake. I haven't seen that a lot, but some of the things we've given up some big runs, some quarterback scrambles, and of course a 3rd and 15 went 87 yards for a touchdown. We've seen that a couple of times for this BC team here this year, where it's 3rd and really long, and for whatever reason, just give too much room out there as well. And it bit him again here in that first half. Into the first, some other scores. As we look around, Calvary Day, 0-0 with Cedar Grove. And trying to see some other scores. Cedar Grove 14-7 now at the last check. Savannah Christian was leading Carver of Columbus 30-6 there at the half. So a bunch of Savannah teams still in it and still out there playing football tonight as well here in the Final Four. Don't have a Bryan County score as of yet, but congratulations to Bryan County. Their first ever playoff win was back in the first round, and here they are in the Final Four for the first time. So a number of teams from our area still going strong here in the playoffs, but a lot of football left to play right here at Stockbridge. And again, I think we say it a number of times, the first possession of the second half so crucial. You need to come out and make something happen. And again, we'll see how they utilize young Stephen Cannon. A lot of folks believe he's going to be very, very good and could be another one in the line of great quarterbacks there at BC. But he's going to have to play significant snaps, it would appear, in the second half of a state semifinal game right out the jump. So we will see what happens there, or if Luke's able to go at all there in the second half as well. We've got still some more to go here on the Bernard Williams Halftime Report. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the Shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
When it comes to blocking
The Honor, the heritage, the tradition of excellence. The home for Benedictine Cadets football is WatchBCSports.com. All the games, play-by-play, and in-depth analysis. Home of the Danny Britt Show. Be a part of the action as your Benedictine Cadets take the field in their quest for yet another championship. On the official home of the Cadets, WatchBCSports.com. And look for us on Facebook and Instagram at WatchBC Sports. The honor, the heritage.
Have I prepared enough? There'll be unexpected turns. When things get tough, I need to stick to the game plan. No regrets. I'm ready. Are you? Get ready. Contact Abel's Iron Moore and Associates today and see why they are different. Because nobody ever wishes they'd saved less for retirement.
Welcome back here to Stockbridge High School. We are at the half and the Bernard Williams halftime report. Stockbridge leads it 24-10 over Benedictine here in the semifinals of the state 4A playoffs. The Georgia High School Association is a voluntary, nonprofit organization composed of over 450 public and private high schools. The GHSA administers regulations for region and state competition in 19 sports and 2 activities. Founded in 1908, the GHSA strives to promote good sportsmanship, participant safety, and fair play among its member schools. For more information, visit GHSA.net. Follow at official GHSA on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Also, the Georgia High School Association would like to thank its corporate partners for their valuable support of high school athletics and activities. Alpha Insurance, Georgia Electric Membership Corporation, Gatorade, Wilson, BSN Sports, the Atlanta Hawks, Mizuno, Atlanta Braves, Subway, Sports Medicine South, the Atlanta Track Club, NFHS Network, Regions Bank, Max Preps, GoFan, and Georgia Public Broadcasting. We are at the half here at Stockbridge, but cadets still in the locker room. Haven't seen even the specialist emerge from the locker room here right now, as again, could be the final 24 minutes if this cadet team can't figure out a way to rally. And right now, it's been busted plays and mistakes that have been, and I guess you could consider a busted play a mistake if you want to, but 2 huge runs where they just could not tackle Duke Scott, and he went for 2 long touchdown runs there. And then you gave Stockbridge a short field on a bad snap on a punt, 20-yard drive, and they put another touchdown on the board. So you just haven't been able to come up with some of the big plays when you need them there on defense. And offensively, they've moved the football, kind of got bogged down at times, and haven't been able to finish some of these drives they've had. And now, again, if you're just joining us, no Luke Cromenhawk, at least at the moment. We'll see if he's able to go here in the second half as well for Benedictine. Again, I'll let you know what it looks like when they come out of the locker room, but as of right now, nobody's come out of the locker room there for BC. And again, if you're listening at home, cadets, they've been very good at second half adjustments and making some changes to things. When it's been tight, it's been a minute since they've been that. And again, we've talked to Danny Britt all year long, and he said, look, the mark of this team has been that they don't panic. They don't change their attitude. They don't change their count. It's on the sideline when things haven't been going well. They have a belief that they're going to come out and make a play and get it done. So that's certainly what they got to lean on right here as well as they get ready for the second half, where, again, Stockbridge up 2 touchdowns. Cadets will get the football coming out of the locker room first. So very important. Good to be here with you. Kevin Thomas here at the half, the Bernard Williams halftime report. I want to thank Bernard Williams Insurance once again for being a part of the broadcast, and great folks there at Bernard Williams Insurance, and have been big supporters of ours and big supporters of Benedictine and what the cadets are doing. We're glad to have them be a part of the broadcast once again here in 2023. We are coming right back here, hopefully getting you ready for the second half. The comeback starts now, as they like to say these days. We're coming right back here on a Watch BC Sports. I say we're coming right back. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
Do you have what it takes to be the next all-star QB? Drop in the bucket. Nothing but net. That's right. Show your swagger. Grab your friends or play yourself at the beach, tailgating, anywhere. Test your skills. Take the challenge and see if you're the next All-Star QB. Available in select sporting goods stores and at allstarqb.com. Do you have what it takes to be the next All-Star QB? Drop in the bucket. Nothing but net. That's right. Show your swagger. Grab your friends or play yourself at the beach, tailgating, anywhere. Test your skills. Take the challenge and see if you're the next All-Star QB. Available in select sporting goods stores and at allstarqb.com. Right now at Walker Jones Collision Center, spray-in bed liners are back. That's right, and non-skid textured spray-in UltraGuard bed liners don't rub or wear your truck bed like plastic bed liners do. UltraGuard wears like iron. Just call Roy Wolf and the team at Walker Jones Collision Center on Memorial Drive in Waycross at 912-490-1351.
Get the best deal from Walker Jones.
Right now at Walker Jones.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
Welcome back here to Stockbridge High School as we get ready for the second half of the ballgame. Luke Kromenhoek is out there taking some warm-up throws. Looks to be moving around a little bit better. We'll see what kind of mobility he's got here when BC gets the football back. Trying to watch him throw right now as he just got out there and just uncorked one about 40 yards down the field. So looks to be arm-wise okay. It's just a matter of can he run and be effective. But it looks to be bouncing on his legs, not affecting his throwing any. Kind of flexing it a little bit. So that's certainly going to be the guy to watch here as BC starts the third quarter. They will get the football first. And just trying to watch him move around. Again, appears to be, at least at the time being, okay. So he and Stephen Cannon are exchanging throws. And seems to be okay. The rest of the team out there stretching and warming up. And again, I think everybody knows this will be a big drive to start it here in the second half for BC. Got to go down and put some points on the board. And then defensively, just don't give up a big play. Got to contain Duke Scott, who's had 2 huge runs here in the ball game. A couple of touchdowns. And BC's had a number of big plays called back due to holds. And you got to cut some of that out as well. Again, that'll do it for us here on the Bernard Williams halftime report as we get ready here for the third quarter. here in the state semifinals. Again, got some score updates for you here at the half before we get our second half underway. Of course, we're 24-10 here. Savannah Christian leading Carver of Columbus 30-6. Cedar Grove is beating Calvary 14-7. And that's been one of those where Stockbridge has been close a couple of times, hadn't punched through. Cedar Grove has been in Calvary's way a number of times last couple of years. And then down at Single A, Prince Avenue Christian 42-0 over Bryan County, our last score update from there. So cadets are walking out here. Let's see how they respond coming out of the locker room. And now stop waiting for Stockbridge. Now they break the huddle. They'll come kick it off right to left here in the third. So the cadets will be moving left to right. Again, cadets in all white tonight. White pants, white tops with maroon letters and numbers. Maroon stripe up the pants and the all maroon helmets. Stockbridge with the orange pants, green tops, white letters and numbers, and the white helmets with the orange and green S on the helmets. So cadets have a couple of men back deep at the 10. Nasir Samuel, and they've put Bryce Baker on the side they've been kicking it to, over on the right side at the 10. As the second half getting ready to get started here for BC and Stockbridge. Not sure what we're waiting on. And here we go. He'll kick it down the middle. Now and a flag comes out with somebody offsides. Delay of game against Stockbridge. So that'll move it back 5 yards. And we'll re-kick it from the 35. So depending on where this goes, the cadets should get decent field position here for this one. So now they will flip-flop Bryce and Nasir again. And they're trying to kick it away from Bryce. And let's see what they do this time. Now they line drive it, and it will go inside the 10 and have to be picked up at the 4 by Bryce Baker. So Bryce comes out at the 5 at the 10, across the 15, still on his feet, the 20, still on his feet, makes another man miss. He's running up the left side of the 25 and out to the 30-yard line. Heck of a run, Bryce Baker, as he goes down at the 32-yard line, and what could have been not much ends up being good field position here for BC to start the second half. And now let's see who's in at quarterback here for BC. Again, Luke was out there warming up, and it will be Luke Cromanoff. So the cadets will come out, I formation. A receiver to either side. Luke will go under center. Here's the snap. They'll run the toss sweep here to the near side. Bryce Baker trying to get the corner turn. Gets a block at the 35. Cuts back, still on his feet at the 40. Out to the 42. A flag comes flying in the middle of the field. We'll see what that was.
The cadets keep it on the ground, but I do see flags.
And that came in. That was away from everybody on the field. Holding against BC.
And it goes against the cadets.
So that'll back them up. So that'll mark the ball.
That will mark the cadets back.
Should be at the 20-yard line.
To the 20-yard line. It's going to be first and 20 from the 20.
So now it'll be first and 20 here for BC. Now they'll put Luke back in a shotgun. And they'll motion out Nasir Samuel, giving him trips to the left. Empty backfield, and now what happened? False start against BC. Back him up another 5 yards.
And it goes against the Cadets. It's going to be false start. The ball is going back to the.
So that'll put it back at the 15, so it'll be 1st and 25.
It's going to be 1st and 25.
And so not a good start here to the second half for BC. Here's swing out to the flat. That's Houston Jackson, hit immediately and slung back inside the 5. They'll give him forward progress to the 10. So that'll, there was a little flare pass. That'll back it up 5 more yards. It'll be 2nd and 30 here for BC. So Cadets, needless to say, going the wrong way here. So 2nd and 30 from the 10. Here's the snap to Luke. He's looking, winds up, throws underneath, and incomplete. They had him in underneath in coverage with LaDon Bryant. That was number 5, Chase Taylor, in coverage. So it'll be 3rd down and 30 here for BC. And there's not a lot in the playbook for this. And Nasir's hobbling off here for BC. So 3rd down and 30 here for the Cadets. It'll be a little inside give to Bryce Baker, and Bryce maybe gets a yard, and they're going to have to punt. So not the start you wanted for the Cadets coming out of the locker room. You went backwards. And now the Cadets are going to punt it and give some great field position here to Stockbridge on their initial drive here in the 3rd quarter. And so now you got Ferguson from his own end zone. Oh, and that's not a good punt. A wobbly went off the side of the foot. It does take a BC roll, and it will go out of bounds at the 39-yard line. And a flag comes out.
The ball will go, and it's supposed to 30 yards.
There's a flag at the 32.
But it is a flag on the field.
And let's see what the call is. Let's see who this goes against. And it looks like personal foul against BC.
It's a personal foul.
So that'll mark the Cadets back towards the 15 almost. I think this is going to be then at the 17. If they mark it off here. So inside the red zone. It should put it on the 17, and it does. So defense here in a tight spot here in the 3rd quarter. And here is Tompkins. He's in a pistol with Duke Scott behind him. They'll give it to Scott off the right side. He'll try to find some time and cut back inside the 15 before the Cadets wrap him up at the 13. And so to bring up 2nd down. And so now this Cadet defense really needs to stop. So 9.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd. Here's Tompkins with the snap. He'll ride the belly, give it to Scott off the right side. BC tried to string it out. He gets around the corner before he's knocked out of bounds. A flag comes in, and I believe that's going to be a hold against Stockbridge, trying to set the edge. And so this will back the Tigers up.
The Tigers keep it on the ground, but it is a flag.
And let's see the official call. Holding against Stockbridge, so that'll back them up. Let's see if it's from the spot. It'll go back to the 23-yard line. That'll make it second down and 16. So a big play upcoming here for the Cadets defense. Power formation to the left. Here's the snap. Tompkins going to keep it to the right. He'll step inside. Makes another man miss. Still on his feet. The 10-5 touchdown. So second down and 16. And Kobe Tompkins takes it in for a touchdown. And that'll make it 28. Excuse me, 30-10 with the point after upcoming. And so now things gone from bad to worse here for the Cadets. And here's the point after. On the way, it is up, and it is good. 31-10. Stockbridge takes their opening possession and puts it in the end zone. 9:12 to go here in the third quarter. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
Have I prepared enough? There'll be unexpected turns. When things get tough, I need to stick to the game plan. No regrets. I'm ready. Are you? Get ready. Contact Abel's Iron-On Moore & Associates today and see why they are different. Because nobody ever wishes they'd saved less for retirement.
Welcome back here to WatchBCSports.com here in Stockbridge. Tigers take their opening possession into the end zone with the aid of a BC penalty. Put them kind of down there. And now the kickoff from right to left. Hangs up. It'll be Bryce Baker from the 11. He'll take it across the 20, right up the middle. 25-30 on. His feet trips up at the 35. And that's where BC will take over. First down and 10. 9:05 to go here in the third.
Please, I see the concession stands open. Yes, they got.
And let's see if the Cadets can get something going here. It'll be
the Cadets will have it first and 10.
Luke Kromenhoek coming back out there at quarterback. A receiver to either side. I formation behind him. He will go under center. Now they'll motion a tight end across the formation to the right side. They'll run the toss sweep. Here is Houston Jackson. He lets it fly up the right side, looking for LaDon Bryant, and slapped away, and a flag comes flying in. Number 15 slapped the ball away, but I think they're going to call it on number 1. And that'll be pass interference against Stockbridge. So that was Houston Jackson running a little razzle-dazzle there. And that'll push the ball all the way out to the midfield stripe here for BC. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Now they go no huddle. Here's the snap to Luke. A lot of shifting by Stockbridge, and they'll change it up. So here's the snap. Luke looking, got some time, going to wind up the left side, has a man, and it is caught up the left side, and that's a touchdown. That is Bubba Frazier, 50 yards up the left side, beat his man in coverage, and BC answers with a touchdown. And that'll make it 31-16 with the point after upcoming from Connor Ferguson.
The Cadets will score a 50-yard pass. I'm afraid the only reception.
So that may be an explosion play that the offense was looking for. Here's the snap kick, and it is good. 31-17, BC with an answer. Got to get a defensive. And what do we have on the point after? A flag comes flying in.
Well, I do see a flag.
And we'll see if this is going to be assessed on the kickoff or if it appears that that's what it's going to be. Point after is good. Dead ball personal foul against Stockbridge. It'll be assessed on the kickoff.
They got a personal foul and it goes against the Tigers.
So that means BC will be kicking off in plus territory here. So BC having a huddle up over there, and they're going to mark this off against Stockbridge. And BC will kick off from the Stockbridge 45. And that's where Connor Ferguson will tee it up. 8:51 to go here in the third.
45.
Tell him Pete to come up. Tell him Pete to come up. Tell him Pete to get on the side. Tell him Pete to come all the way up. All the way up. Tell him Pete to come all the way up.
So here is Connor Ferguson.
Line up to kick it off.
Stockbridge playing up as obviously it's well in plus territory. And here is Ferguson. And he'll onside kick it behind. And I think BC touched it a little too early. It was recovered by number 29, Cole Henderson, but it didn't go far enough. And so Stockbridge will take the ball over from there. 8:51 to go here in the third.
But the ball has to go 10 yards. The Tigers will have it first.
So 31-17, Stockbridge leads it here. Big possession for this BC defense. So Cadets, with their three-man front, they'll walk up third. Scroggins and Bryce Baker kind of giving a five-man look. A pistol look here for Stockbridge. And Tompkins will give it to Duke Scott straight ahead. And Bryce Baker and company there to wrap him up. No gain. It'll be second down and 10.
Daniel Scott will be stopped at the line of scrimmage.
8:33 and rolling here in the third.
For the Tigers.
Cadets looking for a stop. Here is Tompkins. Takes the snap. He'll give it to Scott off the right side, trying to buy time. Scott hit at the 40 and drags a man out to the 42, 43-yard line. And that'll bring up third down. We'll call it about 4.
Picked up about 5. It's going to be
Bryce Baker going to have to come out. Lost his helmet on the play.
third down and 4.
So third down, 3-yard line. Cadets got Wilkes Albert up in there. Arson Little hopping around. Here's the snap. They'll give it Duke Scott back to the right side. Cadets fill the hole. He's slippery. And did he get up there? He got to the 46. He's going to be short by about a yard. It'll be fourth down. And I think Stockbridge is going to go for this.
Decision time for.
So 7:42. And I think the Tigers are going to go here. So a big down here for the Cadet defense. Everybody up on their feet here in the third quarter. Tigers got power to the left. Scott off to the left of Tompkins. Here's the snap, and somebody moved for Stockbridge. back them up 5 yards. It'll make it 4th and 6. And now I think the decision's been made, and they're gonna punt the football here. And here comes the punt team. So they'll bring on the punter, number 32, Jordan Wilson. He will kick this one away from the 26 of Stockbridge. You've got, who's that? Makai Williams back at the 31-yard line. And it's over his head. Inside the 20 at the 15. He'll fall on it back at the 12. And a big mistake that time by Stockbridge. And BC is in way plus territory. And they've got a chance to do a little something here. So a little turnabout. Fair play on a bad snap. BC had one in the first half. Stockbridge just uncorked one here. And it'll be 1st and 10. They're going to spot him down at the... Right now the ball's sitting at the 7-yard line. And make it the 8. And that's where BC's got 1st and goal from the 8. 7-10 to go here in the 3rd. Well, there's a momentum shifting play. If you're the Cadets, that's what you were looking for. But now you got to cash it in. So 1st down and goal from the 8. Cadets have Nasir Samuel, Bryce Baker back there. No Luke Cromenhawk on the field. And a flag comes flying in. And delay of game. Or did they get the timeout first? So a discussion, I think maybe BC got a timeout called before the delay. Delay of game against BC. No, they didn't. So that'll move it back outside the 10. So the Cadets are huddling up. It wasn't a timeout. He's trying to get everybody off the field. So Cadets will still have all 3 timeouts. That's probably more important than anything than in the 5 yards right here. It'll be back at the 13. So 1st and goal from the 13. And again, Cadets will keep the same formation. It's Bryce Baker, Nasir Samuel, Luke Cromenhawk on the sideline here. For at least this play, they'll flip the tight end over. Here's the snap. Bryce Baker. He'll run to the left. It was a high snap and false start against BC. So back him up 5 more yards. So that'll make it 1st and 18 from the 18.
Backing him back another 5 yards.
And again, just very atypical of the Cadets here. Just penalty after penalty tonight. So 1st and goal from the 18. As the Cadets work left to right, they'll put Luke back in at quarterback. And you got 15 on the play clock. Clock at 7:08 to go here in the 3rd. Twin receivers to either side. Bryce Baker to the left of Luke. Here's the give. Bryce works to the right side. Turns the corner at the 15. Still on his feet at the 10. Cuts back at the 5. Still pushing forward down towards the 3-yard line. And a big gain on 1st and goal from the 18. Gets the Cadets back within reach here. And it'll be 2nd down and goal from, see where they officially place it down, on the 4. So 2nd and goal from the 4. As Luke will go under center out of the flex bone for the Cadets. They'll go straight ahead. Bryce Baker off the right side. He gets stood up at the goal line. Say his knee touched down at the 2. It'll be 3rd down and goal. As the clock rolls at 6:40 to go here in the 3rd. So 3rd down and goal here for BC from the 2. They'll put Luke under center. Flex bone, only 1 receiver in the formation. Here's the snap. They'll give Bryce Baker off the right side. He pushes. Did he get there? I think he stuck the ball lower. Ball came out. And is it going to be a turnover? I think BC wants to say he got the ball over. It was picked up in the end zone. I think we're going to have a discussion. Did Bryce stick the ball out over the end zone? If he did, it's a touchdown. If you slapped it away while it was in the paint, and now they're getting away from everybody, that's a touchdown. And it looked like Bryce was at the goal line. Obviously, from where we're at, we couldn't tell if he got it over, but if he stuck the ball forward, that's a touchdown. And they're going to say he fumbled it, and it's going to go over to Stockbridge. That was awfully close. Obviously, from up here, I can't be definitive. It looked like Bryce was sticking the ball out to get it across the goal line, but official's going to say he lost it before he got it across the plane. And that'll give the ball back to Stockbridge. Now, they did try to run it out of the end zone, so the ball's going to be at the 2. So the Cadet defense is going to have to rise up here with 6-12. Out of his pistol look. Tompkins got Scott behind him. And now somebody moved for Stockbridge, but there's only so far to go. And that'll just make it 1st and 11. So it'll be half the distance back to the 1. Here for Stockbridge. They'll pack everybody in tight here. And here's the snap to give to Duke. Scotty runs off the right side. He'll get back out into the field to play out towards the 2. Give him a gain of 1. It'll bring up 2nd down at 10. Larson Little in the pursuit out there. So that'll be 2nd down. Here for Stockbridge. And he'll take the snap. This is Tompkins looking. He'll throw it over the middle. It is caught wide open at the 15, 10, 20, 25, still on his feet at the 30, trying to strip the ball. And finally brought down out across the 30 by Makai Williams. And that'll be 1st and 10 here for Stockbridge out towards the 30. And now they've got a man injured. Do the Tigers back at the 15-yard line. And so we will have an injury timeout. We'll step aside while they tend to that young man. And we're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Out of the timeout, here's the give to Duke Scott off the right side. He's going to get out to the 36-yard line. Gain of 6 there on 1st down. Stockbridge leading it 31-17 here in the 3rd. Cadets defense looking for a stop here. Thought they had a touchdown a minute ago, but they ruled Bryce Baker fumbled it at the goal line. Here's the snap. They'll give it to Duke Scott off the right side. He'll turn the corner across the 40. Still on his feet at the 45 before he's brought down. And that'll be a first down for Stockbridge out at their own 47.
The Tigers are first down, moving the chains.
Tackle was made by Antonio Hansen-Mann. 4.5 minutes to go here in the third. Here's Tompkins. He'll give it ahead to Duke Scott. Wilkes Albert meets him in the hole, and Scott will fall ahead 1 yard to the 48. It'll bring up second down and 9.
Pick up 1. Second down.
.405 to go here in the third. And here's Tompkins. Now they'll check back, change the play. Cadets walked a couple of guys up here in the box. Here's the snap. Tompkins looking. He'll throw up the right side, looking for a man, and it is incomplete. Threw behind the wrong shoulder as he was looking for Jaden Howard. Bubba Frazier out there in coverage. It'll bring up third down and 9 here for Stockbridge. Clock stops with 3:43 to go here in the third.
Third down.
So another big play here for this Cadet defense. So third down. Tompkins in a shotgun. He'll put a man right to left across the formation. Giving him twins here to the short side. Here's the snap. Tompkins looking. He's still looking. Throws underneath. It is caught by the tight end, and that is right at the sticks. Let's see where they mark him. At the 43-yard line. That's very close. And they're going to give him the first down. So that'll be a first down for Stockbridge, and BC got caught again with that little tight end drag across the formation. So here is Tompkins out of a pistol. Everybody bunched over to the right. And they'll give it to Duke Scott trying to run that way. And Scott will punch through to the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll bring up second down and 7. Clock rolls at 3:12 to go here in the third.
3. That's kind of 3.5. Second down.
Cadet defense needs a stop here. Give it back to the offense. 4 down linemen. They got Bryce standing up here off the right side. Here's the snap. Counter off to Duke Scott. He'll punch through, and a touchdown saving tackle by Bubba Frazier on Duke Scott, but I think he's going to have a first down at the 33. If not, it'll be very close.
The Tigers will keep it on the ground.
Ball is at the 33, and they're going to give him the first down.
The ball is on the 30.
Clock rolls at 2:35 to go here in the third. Tompkins takes the snap. He'll give it to Duke Scott straight ahead, and he'll be brought down at the 30 after a gain of 3. And it'll bring up second down and 7.
First down, the Tigers picked up about 4.
So second down and 7 from the Cadet. Now they'll mark it back at the 31, so give them a gain of 2. So it'll be second down and 8. They'll put the tight end over to the right, kind of an H-back situation. Here's the snap. They'll give it to Duke Scott. He goes straight ahead across the 25. They'll mark him down at the 23. That'll be very close to a first down.
Second down.
And it'll be, is it a first down? Yeah, they're trying to move the chains over there. So clock will restart at minute 45, first and 10 from the 23. Tompkins, they'll give it to Scott. He'll go right side this time, breaks through at the 20, and brought down at the 16-yard line. I believe that was Larson Little and Makai Williams on the hit. And he got 6 on first down. It'll be second down and 4. Cadet defense trying to hang on here. But they're sticking everybody in a phone booth and just turning around and give it to Scott again. He'll go straight ahead, and he'll run over a man at the 10, and that'll be a first down at the 9. And Scott just lowered the shoulder on somebody. And it's Duke Scott time here for Stockbridge. And the clock will sit at 1:03. And it'll be first and goal here for Stockbridge. So Duke Scott, pistol look. They've got everybody tight to the right. They'll turn around, give it to him off the right side. He'll try to buy his time. Cut back inside. BC reads it, but not before he gets a couple of yards just inside the 5. Clock's going to roll with 34 seconds to go. And again, you're getting down here towards the end of the third. It's going to be critical here for this BC team. And here is Tompkins. He'll pull everybody in tight. Here's the snap. He'll keep it himself off the left side. Cut back inside. Touchdown. With 3 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And just a methodical drive, that time by Stockbridge down the field. And it's 37-17. Point after upcoming. And that time, BC defense just worn down. It was just Duke Scott right, Duke Scott left, Duke Scott right, Duke Scott left. And the Cadets couldn't stop it enough. Point after touchdown is up, and it is good. 38-17. Stockbridge leading it here over BC. We're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
Hottest sports in town. Sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it. Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes. You know, Christian, after a day...
Welcome back here to Stockbridge. 3 seconds left to go here in the third. And Stockbridge leads it 38-17. So Cadets have got to put points on the board now pretty much every time they touch the football. Tigers will kick it off here from right to left. And this will probably put a wrap on the third quarter. It's going to go up the right side, come down inside the 10. This is Nasir Samuel across the 15, 20, 25. He got spun around, still on his feet, trying to find a hole. Upfield at the 30 and shoved out of bounds at the 34-yard line. And that'll do it for the third quarter. As we go to the fourth, Cadets got a lot of work to do here. And we're coming right back here on WatchBCSports.com.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Welcome back here to Stockbridge as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. BC finds themselves in a big hole. And they will have it 1st and 10. Will the Cadets from their own 30? Well, ball's a touch inside the 35. So 1st and 10 from the 35. It'll be Luke Kromenhoek at quarterback, trips up to the top of the formation. Here's the snap. Luke looking, throws it out and throws it a little too high. He was looking for, I believe, Houston Jackson out there on the little flare route. And it was incomplete to bring up 2nd down and 10. Cadets struggling to find their rhythm here. Nasir Samuel, offset of Luke Kromenhoek. One receiver here to the near side, trips up top. They'll put Nasir out of the formation. Here's Luke. Trying to come back near side underneath to Makai Williams. It is caught at the 45, leans ahead to the 50-yard line, and a 1st down, a gain of 15 by Makai Williams. Before he's brought down, Cadets are going to no huddle here. And you can see the way Luke's moving. He's not 100%. He'll put the formation flips, trips here to the near side. Here's the snap. Luke, look, pump fakes. He'll throw, and miscommunication. And he throws it out of bounds. And bring up 2nd down and 10. 11:37 to go here in the ball game. BC offense trying to get in the end zone here, right at midfield. Twins either side now. They'll put Nasir out to the right. Here's the snap to Luke. Blitz coming. Luke tries to get rid of it short to Nasir Samuel. He's hit immediately, and he's going to lose 3 yards back to the 47 of Benedictine. And again, that time, Stockbridge brought more than the Cadets could block. And Luke just tried to get it out to the first guy that was open, and going to lose a couple of yards. 3rd and 13. So a big play in the ball game, probably 4 down territory, down 3 scores if you're Benedictine. So here's the snap. Luke looking, going to wind up, throw it up the left side, looking for Bubba Frazier, and it is going to be incomplete. And it'll be 4th down and 13. And are the Cadets going to go for this? Doesn't look like it. Looks like they're going to trot on the punt unit with 10:47 to go. And Connor Ferguson So Ferguson stands at the BC 34-yard line. And they'll snap it to Bryce Baker off the right side. Bryce tries to turn the corner, and he'll get across midfield and run out of bounds at the 49, well short of the first down. And now Stockbridge going to take over from their own 49 with 10:42 to go. So they snapped it to Bryce Baker, and they ran it to the short side of the field. And he didn't get there. 10:42 to go here in this one. And the Cadets down 3 scores. Defense needs to get off the field. They've played a lot here in the second half. Here is Tompkins. And he's got Scott to his right. And he'll give it to him. Scott goes straight ahead. And he will be brought down right at midfield. Maybe a yard on the play to bring up 2nd down and 9. So clock rolls at 10:21 and counting. So they will take out Duke Scott here. Jordan Mack in at running back. They'll put a tight end over to the right. And now here's the snap. They'll give it to Mack here working near side, and he'll spin into BC territory and brought down. Tank Thomas brings him down at the 47 of BC. And it'll bring up third down. We'll call it 6 here for Stockbridge. So a big down here once again for this Cadet defense. A lot of hands on the hips of that defensive front. They've been out there a lot here in the second half. They'll move a tight end to the left, stack a couple receivers to the right. Now they'll move the tight end back to the right. And here's the snap. They'll ride the belly. Quarterback will keep it as Tompkins. He'll push ahead and have the first down inside the BC 40. And that'll be another first down. 9:05 to go here in the ball game. And Tompkins that time, they just rode the belly and pulled it at the last minute. It's Jordan Mack still in there at running back for Stockbridge. And now what do we have? A timeout. Cadets have a man down on the field. And that looks like it's Cam Cody. And they attend to Cam Cody here. Don't know if it's a cramp. He's sitting up, but not sure what's bothering Cam there. We'll step aside while they attend to Cam Cody. We're coming right back here on Watch BC Sports.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes. You know, Christian, after a day of the hot...
Cam Cody up and walking slowly back to the Cadet sideline. It will be 1st and 10 for Stockbridge, 9:03 to go in the ball game. And the Cadets just need to get off the field here. They've got Carlton Hall in at defensive line. They'll shift Tank Thomas out. Carlton Hall's there at the nose guard. And it's 1st and 10 from the BC 40. Here's the snap. Tompkins looking. Going to wind up in the pocket. He's going to be sacked back at midfield. That's going to be third Scroggins and Tank Thomas. And the clock will continue to roll, but it'll be 2nd down and 19. They'll give him progress at the 49. And now Stockbridge, obviously in no hurry, going to let the clock roll here on just about every snap. We'll pull a tight end in tight here to the right side. Here's the snap. This will be a keeper by Tompkins off the left side and nicely read and brought down, maybe a half-yard loss by Bubba Frazier to bring up 3rd down. And we'll call it 20, officially back to midfield. Clock rolls at 7:47. So a big play here for the Cadets defense. Duke Scott coming back in the ball game here for Stockbridge. Cadets need to make a play here. They trail at 38-17. Here's the snap. They'll give it to Thomas. He'll go straight ahead, still on his feet. Hit by Larson Little at the 45, and he'll be brought down at the 43, and that'll be fourth down upcoming here for Stockbridge with 7:07 to go. And now Benedictine going to burn one of their timeouts with 7:07 to go. So if you are the Cadets, you got to start saving as much time as possible if you're going to score. You're down 3 scores. Last loss for BC, you have to go all the way back to last year on a rainy night in Waycross, Georgia. The last time the Cadets lost a football game. They've won 24 in a row coming into tonight's ball game. And that streak is in major jeopardy here with 7:07 to go. Has not been a clean ball game tonight by the Cadets by any stretch of the imagination. A lot of penalties. And just a lot of unfortunate luck. I thought they had a touchdown with Bryce Baker. Fumbled. They called it a fumble at the goal line. Luke's got a fumble. They snapped one over the punter's head back in the first half. And you've given up a couple of really big plays to Duke Scott. So now Stockbridge will punt this football. And BC's got a double safety back there at about the 13-yard line. High snap, going to come down. Does BC get it? No, but it goes up the elevator shaft to the right, and it will take a BC bounce back and out of bounds. So BC's going to get it outside the 30-yard line. The 33-yard line is where BC will take over. 6:59 to go here in the ball game. And it's pretty simple here for the Cadets. You got to put it in the end zone every time you touch it from here on out. Luke's got a little hobble to him right here. And see what he can do. Trips to the right, one receiver here to the near side. Stockbridge shows pressure. Now Luke's going to change the call. And Luke will take the snap. He looks, winds up, throws. It is caught. Bubba Frazier out across the 45, right at the 45. That'll be enough for the first down. 6:50 to go here in the ball game. Cadets will line up here quickly as the clock starts to roll once again. Now Luke's going to check back, get the adjustment. And here's the snap. Luke, pressure coming in his face, winds up, throws. This is caught. Bubba Frazier at the Stockbridge 45. He'll push it ahead to the 44. That'll be another first down for BC. 6:27 to go in the ball game.
The Cadets will enter tiger territory. 6 minutes, 27 seconds.
So the Cadets up quickly. They'll stack receivers to either side. Here's Crowenhawk in the shotgun. Luke, straight drop. Going to wind it up. Throw it to LaDon Bryant, and it's going to be too far. LaDon cut off the route, maybe 5 or 6 yards too shallow. And Luke threw it over his head. So it'll be second down and 10. And they work from the Stockbridge 44-yard line. Cadets trail it 38-17. Trips to the right for Crowenhawk. He'll take the snap. Luke looking. He'll throw it out in the flat. It's going to be caught. This is Nasir Samuel. He'll have the first down. He's down to the 30. Now he'll cut back inside the 25, still on his feet at the 20, and brought down at the 19-yard line. That'll be a first down here for the Cadets with 6:03 to go in the ball game. And they're going to bring Luke to the sideline, and Bryce Baker's going to come in. Going to run the Wildcat here. So twin receivers either side here for the Cadets. Bryce Baker will bring Houston Jackson across the formation. He'll cut back. Will Bryce trying to get the corner. He's tripped up back at the 20. He's going to lose 2 yards. Nice downfield tackle, or downhill tackle by the linebacker, Jared Anthony, that time. And he just got the angle on Bryce Baker. Clock's going to keep running at 5:35 to go. Second down and 12. And the Cadets going to have to pick up the pace here. Taking a lot of time here after that play. And here comes Luke. He is not moving well. And you can see it. And I'm sure Stockbridge sees it as well. Here's the snap to Luke. He will give it on the reverse. This will be Bubba Frazier's got a block, trying to cut back, and the pursuit's going to get him. He's still pushing ahead, though. And he'll get back inside the 20 to the 17. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for BC. And now a big play here for the Cadets on 3rd and 9. One receiver left, Twins up top. And now the snap to Luke. Cromanhawk looking, he'll wind up, throw it towards the end zone. Makai Williams caught at the goal line, shoved out of bounds. And it'll be 1st and goal for BC at the 1. Stop the clock at 4:27. And so the Cadets got to punch it in. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1 officially. Now they'll mark it. They'll say he stepped out at the 2. So 1st and 10 from the, or 1st and goal from the 2. Luke will go under center. Here's the snap to give. And boy, backside pressure brings down Rashawn Matthews all the way back at the 7. And that play was done before it ever got started. So it'll be 2nd down and goal. They'll put the ball down at the 7-yard line. The clock continues to roll. And now let's see where they'll go back into the shotgun. Luke's got Nasir to his right. Bubba Frazier goes left to right. Here's the snap. The give to Nasir. He tries to cut back. 3 down to the 2. Helmet comes. Oh, thought somebody lost a helmet. They don't. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line. Clock continues to roll with 3.5 minutes to go. Clock still rolling. 3:15, 3:12 and rolling. Now the Cadets ready to go. Twins either side. They've got Cromanhawk in the shotgun. Here's the snap. They'll give Nasir Samuel straight ahead. Did he dive up and over? Did he get there? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Nasir Samuel. And it's 23 for BC, 38 Stockbridge. And now they're going to try to kick the extra point to make it 38-24. I'll see if Connor Ferguson can tack on the point after. And now what do we have? Sure what the problem was. Now we're ready to go. Inside 3 minutes to go, 2:59 left in the ball game. And a point after from Connor Ferguson is on the way. It's up and it is good. So just inside 3 minutes to go here from Stockbridge. And BC trails it by 2 scores. Again, the Cadets riding a 24-game win streak. Going all the way back to last year against Ware County, they lost 14-10 in a wet, soggy night in Waycross. And they have not lost since then. But again, trail by 2 scores. And likely, I would imagine, an onside kick upcoming from the Cadets. So Connor Ferguson. He'll set it up kind of shaded towards the left hash here. Stockbridge has got everybody but one within 20 yards of the football. Connor's lined up way back. And he takes a running start at it, and he will onside kick it. The ball is skipping and almost getting there, but out of bounds. It goes. Whoever was running that outside lane, Houston Jackson, about 2 steps too slow of getting it. It goes through the backside, and that's where Stockbridge will take over with 3 minutes to go in the ball game. And I would imagine you're going to see a heavy dosage of Duke Scott here with 3 minutes, and BC's got just 2 timeouts left. So out come the Tigers at the 40. And they're going to mark it up to the 45 after the ball went out of bounds. So here is Tompkins. He's got Duke Scott to his right out of a pistol. Here's the snap. They'll give it to Scott. He'll work near side. Across the 50, 45, 40, riding the BC man's Makai Williams. He breaks free, and Duke Scott's going to tack on another touchdown. Makai Williams just couldn't hang on. And Duke Scott goes 55 yards for a touchdown and pushes it right back to 3 scores. And that is Duke Scott's, I believe, 4th rushing touchdown of the night. He's got 3 really long ones. He's got a 59-yarder, a 55-yarder, and an 87-yard touchdown tonight for Stockbridge. And that might put an exclamation point on it for Stockbridge. And here's the point after touchdown. It's up, and it is good. So it's 45-24, Stockbridge, with 2:49 left to go in the ball game. And again, this BC defense has been on the field for a long time here in the second half. And again, now the Cadets will get the football back. And again, Cadets have got to probably do the impossible here, which would be score 3 times in less than 3 minutes. And let's see. The Cadets got a couple of Bryce Baker and Nasir Samuel back deep. Can't imagine Stockbridge would even bother kicking it to him. Probably going to be a squibber here with 2:49 to go. We'll look to chat with Danny Britt after the football game. I know it's a tough night here for BC, but this senior class has played 55 football games in their 4-year career with 2 semifinal appearances and 2 trips to the state championship, winning both of those. Not a bad resume for the outgoing senior class here at BC. Certainly not the way you wanted it to end tonight, but too many mistakes early got you behind early. And Stockbridge took advantage. Here's picked up at the 15. This is Nasir across the 25-30. 35, still on his feet, pushing, driving out to the 38-yard line. And that's where BC will take over. 1st and 10 with 2:41 to go. So BC will take over here, 1st and 10. They'll mark it back to the 37. And let's see what the Cadets do here with 2:40 to go. So the offense coming out, and again, if you watch Luke moving, it's obvious he doesn't have a lot of mobility here. Trips up top for him. One receiver here to the short side. Here's the snap. Luke will throw it short, caught by Makai Williams across the 45, lowers the shoulder, and did the ball come out? They're going to say Mackay was down at the 46. Gain of 9 on first down. So it'll be second down and 1. Cadets continuing to try to move the football down the field. Here's the snap. Luke winds up, throws a man, caught. Bubba Frazier at the 34-yard line, and he's hit immediately. But that's a first down for BC. Cadets continuing to fight here on offense.
And this is a final.
So here is Luke out of a shotgun, trips here to the near side of the left. One receiver up top. They'll put Nas over here to the left as well. And what do we have? Nas not moving too great either.
This is a final. Hey, 28, Star Smith, 24. Once again, hey, 28, Star Smith, 24, and that's a final.
So here is BC first and 10 from the Stockbridge 34-yard line. They'll motion the seer out as well. Here's the snap. Luke throws underneath, caught LaDon Bryant. He'll turn at the 25 and have his forward progress stop there. It'll be short of a first down by a yard. It'll be second down and 1.
This is in the 38, Seal Day 32, Cameron Day 35. That's in the fourth quarter.
So trips to the left here for BC. 90 seconds to go here for the Cadets. Here's Cromenhawk looking. He'll wind up, throw short. It's going to be caught by Micaiah Williams. That's enough for a first down. Clock will stop on the first down at one. So Cadets looking to get lined up. Final minute 17 of their season. As they'll put Bubba Frazier across the formation. Here's Luke looking, throws underneath. It's caught. Micaiah Williams at the 10 and inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That'll be a first down. Clock stops at a minute 3. Cadets continuing to fight here on offense. Trying to punch one more in the end zone here in 2023. So first and goal. Here's the snap. They'll give it to Bubba Frazier, tries to turn the corner. He'll get to the 5 and into the end zone for a touchdown. 9-yard touchdown run, Bubba Frazier. As BC will put one in the end zone. And it'll be 45-30. And Connor Ferguson will come along to tack on the extra point. But too little too late here for BC. Just 53 seconds to go here in this ball game. And again, a senior class for the Cadets. 55 ball games in their career. A 24-game win streak coming into tonight will come to an end. 2 state championships, 2 Final Fours in their 4 years as well. So quite the legacy they will leave. You have Luke Cromenhawk, the first 5-star quarterback in program history. And the point after is up, and it is good by Connor Ferguson. You have Wilkes Albert, the all-time leading tackler in Benedictine history, on this squad as well, a senior. So a record-setting class here at BC. And a senior class for the ages here for the Cadets. 53 seconds to go here in this one. And Stockbridge will avenge their defeat in the Elite Eight from a season ago to these Cadets, who again went on to win the state championship. Perry was announced won the other side of the bracket, so future region foe for BC. You got Warner Robins and Perry coming in with a reclassification, so somebody in the state championship is going to be in your region next year. So it will be one of the toughest regions in all of the state of Georgia. When you come back at it next year, it'll be Benedictine, it'll be Perry, it'll be Warner Robins, it'll be Ware County, it'll be Wayne County, and New Hampstead. So not for the faint of heart, that region coming up next year. And again, coming up, we will have the Coach's Corner postgame show. We'll look to chat with Danny Britt as he has done all season long. Savannah Christian beating Carver of Columbus 37-18. So they look to be moving on to a state championship ball game. So here is Connor Ferguson to kick it off here for BC. And I'm sure they will try the onside kick here once again. And from right to left he goes. He'll kick it off to the backside. Does it go 10? No, it doesn't. Ball is fumbled around. Did BC fall back on it? And who's got the football? The Cadets come out of there with it. Sam Gross has the football. It hit a Stockbridge player first. And so it should be BC ball if Gross got it. It hit a Stockbridge player first who came up to field it, and he lost the football. This should be BC ball at their own 48, and it's not. That's pretty egregious if you missed that. And I think Danny Britt wants an explanation for that. That makes absolutely no sense. And a horrendous call by... He clearly came up and fielded the football and dropped it, and BC recovered it. So 50 seconds to go, and now Stockbridge will take a knee. And I believe they would only have to, depends on what they do with the clock here. There's a knee back at the 47. And if the 40-second play clock starts, and they'll have to snap it one more time. And that'll do it. Stockbridge will go to the state championship in 3A. BC will have their 24-game win streak snapped and fall short here in the semifinals. Tigers are going to have to snap it one more time. And we'll have the Coach's Corner postgame show coming up here in just a little bit. And we'll recap this one, look to chat with Danny Britt. And that's going to do it. Final score, Benedictine 31, Stockbridge 45. And BC will see their season come to an end at 13-1. Stockbridge will move on to the state championship game where they will play Perry next week, or in a week and a couple of days on December 12th at Mercedes-Benz Stadium there in Atlanta. So a wonderful season comes to an end. I know a lot more prematurely than a lot of BC fans would have liked, but a great season for this cadet team, one that once the sting of this one wears off, you look back and a lot of great things accomplished by this football team. We'll come back. We'll get into the Coach's Corner postgame show here on WatchBCSports.com. Hope to have a chat with Danny Britt and more, so stick with us as the cadet season comes to an end, 45-31 in a loss to Stockbridge tonight.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the Shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool.
Do you have what it takes to be the next all-star QB? Drop in the bucket. Nothing but net. That's right. Show your swagger. Grab your friends or play yourself at the beach, tailgating, anywhere. Test your skills. Take the challenge and see if you're the next all-star QB. Available in select sporting goods stores and at allstarqb.com.
Welcome back here to Stockbridge. Final score tonight, Stockbridge 45, Benedictine 31. As we enter into our Coach's Corner postgame show here tonight. Again, BC got out to an early 3-0 lead. Stockbridge answered with a Duke Scott 59-yard touchdown run. BC able to come back, take the lead again. A 15-yard hookup to Bubba Frazier from Luke Kromenhawk. And BC took the lead at 10-7. And then Stockbridge comes right back down, takes the lead 14-10. That was the last that BC would have a chance to lead in this ball game, and got behind and again made some mistakes, got behind, and it played catch up all night long. So you do that, and it's tough sledding for you in any ball game, much less in one of this caliber, where you talk about the state championship out there on the line. So a tough night for BC. Again, you look at the senior class as Danny Britt talking to him over there. This is always the tough part of sports, tough part of football, when it's that finality of, hey, you've played your last high school football game. And again, Danny Britt got the seniors all standing up down there. What a contribution they've made to Benedictine football. Again, it's a sad time for the Benedictine seniors, but look at this team. 55 ball games, I believe, as a group of seniors, 2 state championships, 2 appearances in the state Final Four. You've got the first ever 5-star quarterback on the roster in Luke Kromenhawk, the all-time leading tackler. It's a great group of seniors. Wilkes Albert, that you're going to lose. And we'll hopefully get a chance to talk to Danny Britt about that. And every class is special. But, again, you've had a amazing run by this senior group who, as Coach Britt has talked about, has done a lot of winning. 24 straight games. Coming into tonight's ball game, they had won. Got behind, and it just wasn't their night. Again, if you were with us from the beginning, a lot of mistakes, a lot of penalties that brought big plays back, a lot of holds, a lot of false starts, some atypical stuff. Luke, with a fumble, you had a fumble going in to score from Bryce Baker, where, again, from my vantage point, couldn't tell if he got over or not, but as he reached the ball across, was knocked away in the fumble. And just a lot of things didn't go your way tonight if you're a cadet. And when things don't go your way, sometimes you got to respond, and sometimes it's just the momentum of the ball game, and you got behind a couple of scores, and you were never able to really close that gap. You got it back to 2 there early in the 4th, and then Duke Scott breaks off a big run tonight. And, again, that young man going to NC State had well over 200 yards rushing against this BC defense. That just hadn't happened pretty much all season long. So a lot of stuff that hasn't happened to this football team happened tonight. A lot of things that are atypical of this BC football team happened tonight, where you committed a lot of penalties. And you turned the ball over which you haven't done for much of the season. That's going to come back to bite you, and it did certainly tonight as the Cadets took on Stockbridge. So Coach Britt continuing to chat with his team across the way. I know a special group of seniors, and that's something that you feel the sting now, and something you say every year. You look back, and after the sting of tonight wears off, you can appreciate what you've accomplished as a player, and they've certainly done a lot there for BC. We'll come right back. We'll look to chat with Coach Danny Britt here on the Coach's Corner post-game show. Again, Coach's Corner, the best place to be. You got the SEC Championship game tomorrow there on Victory Drive in Thunderbolt. And if you want some great food, some ice-cold beverages, and more, Coach's Corner on Victory Drive in Thunderbolt. We are coming right back here on the Coach's Corner post-game show on WatchBCSports.com.
Have I prepared enough? There'll be unexpected turns. When things get tough, I need to stick to the game plan. No regrets. I'm ready. Are you? Get ready. Contact Abel's Iron-On Moore & Associates today and see why they are different. Because nobody ever wishes they'd saved less for retirement.
The honor, the heritage, the tradition of excellence. The home for Benedictine Cadets football is WatchBCSports.com. All the games, play-by-play, and in-depth analysis. Home of the Danny Britt Show. Be a part of the action as your Benedictine Cadets take the field in their quest for yet another championship. On the official home of the Cadets, WatchBCSports.com. And look for us on Facebook and Instagram at WatchBCSports. The honor. Do you have what it takes to be the next all-star QB? Drop in the bucket. Nothing but net. That's right. Show your swagger. Grab your friends or play yourself at the beach, tailgating, anywhere. Test your skills. Take the challenge and see if you're the next all-star QB. Available in select sporting goods stores and at allstarqb.com.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
Welcome back here to Stockbridge. Final score, Stockbridge 45 and Benedictine 31 as we continue on here in our Coach's Corner post-game show. Danny Britt spending some time down there with his senior group and exchanging some hugs all around. I know that's a tough final walk off the field. But again, a senior class that has won a lot of football games, gone very deep. Didn't make it to at least state semifinals in their 4-year career. And they're going to go on, and a lot of these guys are going to go do some great things. Luke Kromenhawk, of course, going to Florida State coming up in January. So he'll be early enrolling there in Tallahassee. And certainly he will be doing some great things there for Coach Norvell. And you've got a number of other guys who are going to have opportunities to continue their career moving along as well. I believe LaDon Bryant has got a Northern Illinois commitment, so he's going to move on and play some more college football. I know some others that were out there that just got a opportunity. I think Cole Walker got a preferred walk-on opportunity up at East Carolina. So certainly the news that will be coming out in the coming days and weeks is a number of these guys going to have an opportunity to go out and play college football. Certainly Bryce Baker is going to have an opportunity to go play at the next level, but a tremendous senior class. And while we await Coach Britt, if he can make his way up here, we'll just look at these seniors here. Houston Jackson, Bryce Baker, DeBerry Green, Nasir Samuel, Rashawn Matthews, Ack Edwards, Antonio Hanson-Mann, Liam Hogan, Luke Cromenhawk, Irvin Jobs, James Wise, John Best, Cole Walker, Jeremiah Thomas, Tank Thomas there, great job he had done on the inside, LaDon Bryant, Jamar Brown. A tremendous senior class there for BC, and one that I don't think will soon be forgotten for a lot of things that they were able to accomplish. The fact that you were talking about a three-peat in high school football in and of itself is quite insane, and they were on the verge of potentially doing that if they'd have gotten a win here tonight. And again, you in this class have the first ever five-star at BC. You have the all-time leading tackler in Wilkes Albert, who I think I forgot when running down the list there. Wilkes Albert, all-time leading tackle. Andrew Trammell, a senior as well, so I apologize I missed those guys skimming through the roster, but a lot of record-breaking folks in this senior class for BC. Is again, this is the finality of it all as you say goodbye to some great players that you've had the opportunity to watch and coach nonetheless for 4 straight years and do a number of things. So as we expect Coach Britt taking some extra time to spend with those guys down on the field as well. Let's move on. Let's name our Cool Vibes Pizza player of the game. And even in a tough loss, you still had some excellent efforts out there tonight. And we're going to go with Bubba Frazier, a young man, a sophomore who's really burst onto the scene here for BC. As a sophomore, had 2 touchdown passes tonight, or 2 touchdown receptions, I should say, tonight in the ball game. One a big-time catch in the back of the end zone, and then he had a slant over the middle to get BC their first touchdown of the ball game lead at 10-7. And we name him Chris Bubba Frazier, our Cool Vibes Pizza player of the game here for this finale against Stockbridge. And he certainly will have a number of opportunities next year. Of course, you've got a little bit of a preview with Stephen Cannon here tonight in this ball game and what he could bring to the table next year. I know the coaches are awfully excited about him and his quarterbacking potential here for this BC program. So a lot to look forward to here for the cadets here in this one. We'll come back. We'll take another break. We'll look to see if we can get a word with Coach Britt after a tough finale here tonight against Stockbridge. This is the Coach's Corner post-game show right here on WatchBCSports.com. We're coming right back one more time.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. We also know that every play needs a plan. And if you're running with the best of them, you need the experience of a company that's been around since 1934. Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance proudly support our players and coaches because we know what it takes to build a winning team that you can count on when the game gets rough. Bernard Williams Insurance and Financial Services. Trust in the power of the shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Bowtie Barbecue has always been a work of passion. It takes time, skill, and a blend of perfect temperature, wood, smoke, and meats. We just took it up a notch. Taste the passion. Bowtie Barbecue, 6724 Waters Avenue, Savannah.
You know, Christian, after a day of the hottest sports in town, sometimes you just gotta unwind.
Yeah, Kevin, and the perfect place to do it, Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings.
That's because Cool Vibes offers delicious pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads, all with a Jamaican Caribbean island twist.
And the atmosphere is 100% kicked back. No worries, man.
Plus, they're the home of the Oxtail Pizza.
Cool Vibes Pizza, 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah. That's coolvibespizza.com. Cool with a K.
Come on and unwind at Cool Vibes.
When it comes
Right now at Walker Jones Collision Center, spray-in bed liners are back. That's right. And non-skid textured spray-in Ultra Guard bed liners don't rub or wear your truck bed like plastic bed liners do. Ultra Guard wears like iron. Just call Roy Wolf and the team at Walker Jones Collision Center on Memorial Drive in Waycross at 912-490-1351.
Get the best deal from Walker Jones.
Right now at Walker Jones. Do you have what it takes to be the next all-star QB? Drop in the bucket. Nothing but net. That's right. Show your swagger. Grab your friends or play yourself at the beach, tailgating, anywhere. Test your skills. Take the challenge and see if you're the next all-star QB. Available in select sporting goods stores and at allstarqb.com. Do you the honor, the heritage, the tradition of excellence? The home for Benedictine Cadets football is WatchBCSports.com. All the games, play-by-play, and in-depth analysis. Home of the Danny Britt Show. Be a part of the action as your Benedictine Cadets take the field in their quest for yet another championship. On the official home of the Cadets, WatchBCSports.com. And look for us on Facebook and Instagram at WatchBC Sports. The honor, the heritage, the tradition.
Welcome back here to Stockbridge. Final score, Stockbridge 45, BC 31 here on the Coach's Corner postgame show. Again, Coach's Corner on Victory Drive in Thunderbolt. We'll have the SEC Championship game for you tomorrow. Best place to go in town to watch college, NFL, sports, and more. Coach's Corner on Victory Drive in Thunderbolt. Still some picture taking and hugs going on the far sideline. It looks like Luke Cromanhawk going to be the last one off the field. And we'll see if we get a word with Danny Britt here after this one. I kind of lost him down there on the field, so I'm trying to see if I can see him still out there or where he might have moved to. But nevertheless, while we have a minute, I want to thank some folks for helping us bring you Benedictine football all season long. A lot of folks to thank, including Cool Vibes Pizza, Coach's Corner, certainly Bowtie Barbecue, and Bernard Williams Insurance, as well as Benedictine. Benedictine, a lot of help in getting this thing going. Hope you enjoyed the football coverage. We still had some things we're looking to do in the basketball season and more for BC Sports, so stick around for that stuff as well. But really appreciate those folks. If you see those folks around, tell them thanks for what we were able to do with Watch BC Sports here this fall. And I know a lot of comments that I've received from you guys out and about. It really means a lot. Glad you guys are enjoying what we're doing and that we're able to bring you the cadets in a big-time manner, and excited to be doing it and along for the ride. And again, a lot of folks want to thank Coach Britt for being available every single Thursday to do the Danny Britt Show there at Bowtie Barbecue, and has come and done it, been candid with his answers all the time. So I really appreciate the availability of Coach Britt. I know they get pulled in a lot of different directions, sometimes not always wanting to come and do some of those things, but made the commitment to do it. And again, appreciate Coach Britt and his availability to come join us every week for the Danny Britt Show. Also want to thank Stevie Powers, who joined us for the home games this year, and I really had a good time calling BC football with him during the home games this year and more. So appreciate him. Also, Christian Gokel, who couldn't be on air with us this season, but helped out behind the scenes a lot, and really appreciate all of his help throughout the course of this 2023 football season that has come to an end, maybe a game earlier than a lot of us would have liked for it to be. So appreciate those folks. We appreciate you tuning in and watching along here with us and listening along here with us on Watch BC Sports. And if you see us out and about around town, we always enjoy the positive vibes. We appreciate all the fan feedback we've been able to get from you guys all season long. Certainly doing it this way, we get a little bit more interaction from time to time here on the broadcast than just when we were doing it on straight radio. So we appreciate you guys for giving up your time on Friday nights and going along for the ride with us here as well. It's been a lot of fun following this team. This group of seniors will certainly, as I said, be missed moving forward. And I am trying to hunt around for Coach Britt, and I may not get him tonight here for the final game. We'll likely do a wrap-up show from Bowtie Barbecue. We'll let you know about that, but do not see Coach Britt. He may have gone back into the locker room. So with that being said, unless I see him pop out here on the field here in the next 30 seconds, that'll do it for us here on Watch BC Sports. Appreciate you joining us here for 2023. Again, keeping tuned, keep in mind, we're going to do some stuff for the basketball season, which has gotten underway as well. I know a few of these guys on the football team will now slide over and play basketball as well now that fall season has gotten underway. So stick around for your chance to see what's happening there with Watch BC Sports and the Benedictine Cadets. I'm Kevin Thomas. It's been a wonderful season. Cadets finished 13-1, come up just a little bit short here in 2023. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time here on WatchBCSports.com.